Hello, everybody. Quick little announcements before we begin. Um, Kate has an Etsy store. You can check it out at Kate Craft Studio US. They also have the Redbubble and everything, which is all linked down below. Um, no, there was no stream last week because we recorded a session of character creation and play of Morkborg. You can check it out on our YouTube channel. It's a lot of fun. We're going to be doing that the last Wednesday of every month with the Morkborg crew. Not streamed, but pre-recorded and then premiered live. You can watch along on YouTube the next day on Thursdays, and it's a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. Morkborg's a lot of fun. I just want to play Morkborg. It's a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. Hope everybody else had a lot of fun. What else? We may also be drifting away from streaming, because meh. The schedule's not really 100% as it is, and it's much more relaxed when I'm not having to watch the chat to make sure there's not wieners in chat and not having to care about the bit rate. So probably gonna no longer be doing Twitch stuff with the channel in the future once this campaign's done, and kind of just go into pre-recorded and then streaming the pre-recorded, or like premiering the pre-recorded stuff, because I want to change things up, and I'm not too happy with certain stuff and how things are going. So I'm gonna try to change things up, and I don't like monitoring the chat while I try to DM. It sucks. So we're gonna so that's for the future. I think that's it. Nothing else to really go on about. But our next Morkborgy thing will be February 28th. So, stay tuned. Or earlier if schedules happen. That's our backup if we don't have everybody. I suppose. Anyways, last we left off, you all crawled through the inner hollows of the Riddle Tree, found a dead gnome inside called Tinkle Trouser Snatch, stole a spell book, so they had robes dedicated to the Soulspire Academy, and he was dead, but, you got a spell book off of him. He was covered in a red filament that Hopper realized was from these giant wood louses called rot louses that spread diseases and stuff. And lo and behold, you fought a few of them in the giant tree. So that was fun. Left the tree through a talking door called One Way, and entered into a new domain of delight called Storybrook, which I didn't know was a licensed place that exists, so that's good for me.
Isn't that Once Upon a Time?
Yeah, I didn't know that. Never seen that show. So, left the tree, entered this new domain, saw a road nearby, heard galloping hooves, and a carriage that was a giant brown spider approached. Everyone got onto the spider. Read some books that were on board. Some, referencing the Bagman. Some other, weird little fairy tale books. And eventually, you all arrived in the city of Myth Harbor, which is a big old fairy tale city, mushed together aesthetics. Like someone took a bunch of stories and just went, I like this, all condensed into one place. You all got off of the carriage, and that's where we left off. However, little retcon, I already messaged Kate about this. I'm going to read this out loud with the idea that Hopper shared this on the way, because Hopper would have known this, and I said they didn't last session. Hopper most certainly heard of Storybrook, would have told you all of this, so I'm just recounting what would have been said. It is considered probably the most powerful ally of the Sealy Court.
You're not going to do it in her accent? Come on, man.
No. Nope. They reside within their own court under the Sealy Court's banner. The court is called the Limerick Court. Limerick. With another Fey domain serving alongside them, the domain of Fable Rise, which is a small domain nestled within Prismere, yet another larger domain. Fable Rise is the domain of the archfey known as Yarn Spinner, said to be a colossal spider with a love of fables. The reason Hopper knows of Fable Rise and is sharing all of this is because tensions were mounting due to the spider unknowingly setting up his domain within the domain of a powerful archfey of the Unseelie Court named Zybilna, also known as Igwilv the Witch Queen, and Prismeer is her domain. The ruling archfey of Storybrooke, where you now find yourselves, is the Storyteller, an ancient and mysterious fey who has a love for telling stories and listening to them being told. Hopper shared that their form is only ever described as large, all-encompassing, but also many. Now,
sorry to interrupt again. When Hopper mentions that this current domain was encroaching upon...
No, this one, the domain you're in isn't encroaching, it's just the ally of this domain was encroaching somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
It has nothing to do where you guys are.
Okay. But with the information of, like, the mention of Igwilv and stuff, Grin kind of looks at Antyr, since Antyr shared that experience with him regarding Igwilv, and it was just like, oh. And then, yeah, sorry. I just wanted to make sure that there was, like, connection between Antyr and Grin on that specific note.
Okay. Also shared that, his form, this archfey that rules this domain, the Storyteller, his form was only ever described as large, all-encompassing, and also many. The only ever words to describe him. When pressed about his description, Hopper revealed that people only ever seem to repeat these phrases above: large, all-encompassing, and many. Even powerful fae like Oberon and Titania seemed to be affected by this, couldn't accurately describe his appearance, just those words. Even though Hopper's never been here, they know the place, they gesture towards the palace on the horizon of the city, and the palace is called Harkhaven and serves as the abode for this Storyteller, and is protected by his wooden knights, the Oak Warders. And as a squire of the Green Guard, Hopper may just be considered an ally here. Hopper reveals that if he were to ever end up in this domain, the knight that he trained under told him that currency in this domain and most Fey domains is a vague concept, ranging from bargains, promises, stories, performances, to bartering, trading, or just strange requests. Other times things could be free, but currency, gold coins from the mortal world, do have no worth here. So any money you guys have is, as of this moment, worthless if you're in a Fey domain and are bartering with the Fey. But yes, now that fucking nonsense is over, I'll re-describe the city for people who weren't here. The city, and also to refresh because it's been 2 weeks. The city before you is grand, looks like it was plucked straight out of a fairy tale, and is a mishmash of styles, with buildings seemingly made from gingerbread, while other structures range from beautiful stone buildings covered in rose vines to cloud-reaching towers with conical peaks and everything in between. Each building looks like it has its own unique story tied to it. Cobblestone streets of yellow weave throughout the various regions of the city, where carriages of all shapes and sizes move about, appearing like they were made from giant pumpkins, onions, and other fruits and vegetables, being pulled by majestic unicorns and strange, ethereal-looking animals, and colorful banners flutter in the constant warm and gentle summer breeze. The main thoroughfare is dominated by market stalls and shops, where merchants seem to be peddling all sorts of unique goods, while most of the people in the city are dressed in a Regency style of clothing, reciting poems, telling tall tales, and singing. And dominating the skyline of this city, which Hopper declares is called Harkhaven, is a grand white stone palace covered in thorny rose vines, and each tower is topped with a bright red conical tower. And to the east of the city is a grand harbor and sprawling mint-green colored ocean. And you all depart from the wagon, and the spider says, "Good day, everybody!" and just scurries towards its next stop, outside of the city. And you're all kind of standing in the main thoroughfare with all these market stalls, and you can see like buildings all over the place, people.
Okay, so we still want to find the Sealy Court, correct? In order to I mean, that's our goal, is to get the CA court as an ally and then unite the courts.
It is the plan, yes. The best place to go would be Harkhaven. It's a palace, but I don't think a squire would be able to conjure an audience of that sort.
So maybe the goal then is to increase our renown on our way. So we just ask people if they got problems that can be solved with ease.
He's like the smallest dude with tiniest muscles.
Yeah. And you're looking pretty good for having de-aged out of existence the day before. Or earlier today.
I don't even remember what
Birth from
caused
the
that.
yeah, birth from the fruit.
An arcane surge caused you to de-age, and it went below
Oh, it
0.
was an arcane surge. Oh, okay. Casting a spell. Oof.
What if
But you can see, like,
think
it's very weird. Like, gingerbread buildings that are clearly not made of, like, actual structure, but they're made of confectionery. You can see them. Carriages of, like, made from giant pumpkins, onions, turnips, apples, all sorts of...
Oh man, so it's like a. It's like a.
No, nothing smells stinky.
Okay.
Yeah, it's... Imagine if someone was like, I like fairy tales, and then just went...
There's
through
definitely a
and
big
just
boot
squished them-
somewhere
squished
with
them
an
all.
old lady.
Absolutely. And one of the buildings is probably a massive, manky boot.
Well, to be honest, Hopper and Grin, you two would have the most potential of knowing what to do over here to try to obtain an audience with this person.
And a
All
little
right, all
way...
you guys,
Okay.
No, go ahead.
all right, all you guys keep flexing. Look your best. We're advertising right now, okay? We're all advertising. We're billboards of problem-solving shit-eaters. We got it.
And the main thoroughfare you're on goes for a couple blocks, then opens up into a large kind of town square.
Maybe we should do it there if you're trying to.
Yeah.
Did
I'm
you
saying that's
just
what we want.
refer to us as shit eaters?
Well, I mean, like, we can take the uncomfortable.
Why use eating shit? We got food. You's got so much hardtack. Why?
That's true. Maybe I used the wrong words.
Yes, of course, you did use the wrong words, I assume. And Arthur's there, like, still there.
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot he was here.
Maybe the word I was looking for is shit. Kickers? Maybe I'm
Why don't we
getting
just
my-
leave the
I'm
shit
mixing-
alone? Why don't
Yeah,
we just
yeah, I'm
leave,
mixing
leave
metaphors.
shit well enough
Problem
alone?
solvers was a good
Yeah,
hard
problem solvers. Hard
hard
stop.
stop there. Yes.
Yeah. Agreed.
Should I be cataloging that you're calling yourself a shit taker?
I think Grin is a shit eater.
Oh,
We're the
I'm a
problem
kicker.
solvers.
I kick it. I kick the shit out of the way.
do you make
Do you think maybe
Yeah, you's going to kick it right into your mouth and chew it up. God, you nasty.
disgusting? Do you think maybe a promise of a good story? You know what?
Well, the currency here is a vague concept, as I explained, so...
Everyone's gather round for the great shit eater. He's
No,
going
stop
to
it.
take shit and eat
Stop
it. What?
Stop it, Georgia! Stop it!
I don't think.
I mixed the metaphor.
Alright, so let's just move about, and if you spot someone in trouble, I guess we just lend aid.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we can get. I mean, if money doesn't mean much here, then favors, right?
And
See
also,
anybody that looks like they need a favor?
it also might not hurt to try to get supplies, perhaps?
Yeah. Some food. Would be nice.
What kind of supplies do we need? Let me look here.
Just shuffling around in this gear.
Are you guys still standing on the thoroughfare? You're walking down the thoroughfare to kind of get further into the city. Okay. Yeah, a couple blocks in, you come to the town square. It's filled with small stalls selling a variety of odds and ends. In the center of the square is a tall stone platform surrounded by carvings of strange creatures. None that are recognizable, just weird. Vague concepts. Standing on the platform is a human man with a very long and curled mustache and wearing a very frilly and bright outfit. He's currently in the process of playing a pan flute, while some birds accompany him in song. And you can see people just going about to various stalls that sell various food and drinks. Yeah, the entire, this town square is just filled with stalls that sell food and drinks.
So, Hopper, we're supposed to mingle, and that's going to get us where we need to go?
We could also just ask for directions. I only have heard about this place. I've never been here before.
Oh, no. What I mean when I says we've got to know where to go, I mean, if money's not a barrier or... Hold on. I'll explain what I means. I want to pull out my drum.
Yeah.
Which I'm good at.
Yep.
And I'm gonna walk up to the mustachioed flute player.
Okay.
And start laying down a sick beat on that drum.
Okay. Make a performance check.
Yeah.
You do not want to fail this.
I surely don't. Probably failed it. That is a 9.
A 9. You go start to play the drum, and he looks at you and this is my show.
Yeah, we's all trying to get on the same flow, bro.
And then this goes back to playing his pan flute.
And Grin will hop in, start playing his accordion. Try to join it with.
Performance check with disadvantage.
Okay.
You get a sense this isn't the right. Yeah.
Perhaps not an all play.
Yeah, you get a sense it's not a come all to play kind of deal.
11.
11. He just looks at you as well. This is my show. Find your own thing.
Maybe we should go. We're doing the exact opposite of what we want to do right now.
And I will mark down something.
Alright, I'll put my drum back inside the pig.
It was a good attempt.
You didn't ask. And he bites Torger.
Bites?
Cool. Alright, well, it's not as if we've established communication ever, so we can assume that I asked, but alright, fuck me.
Doesn't hurt, just a little nip. Oh yeah, right, sorry, I was half asleep. I don't like music.
You're playing music.
What?
No, I think the pig.
Oh, the pig. Oh, that's
yeah,
right. I thought
he's
you were
only
talking
into
about
podcasts. He listened to NPR and podcasts. That's it.
I
Got
listened.
it.
I
I
listened
thought you were
to.
talking about
I listened to Dateline actually.
Oh.
Dateline.
Is that when someone has a fishing hook and
a date.
A pre-prune?
Yeah, there's,
All right, let's go. Is there like a general store around here? Is there a place?
Oh!
Excuse me.
a little, I don't know what it's, a centaur that's the other way around approaches.
An anthropomorphic horseman?
Yeah, but the 4 legs are human hands, like human
Oh.
limbs.
And then it's a horse head
Yeah.
coming up the
Yeah.
Oh, Bojack.
It's just a reverse centaur
No, but with 4 human hands
that it walks
still
on.
Oh
like
God.
4
Like a
human
centaur with
hands on all
horse-
4s.
with
That's
human
still,
body,
like, centaur
horse head.
shaped.
Human body, horse-shaped, horse head.
Does it just have like 2 hooves that can't do shit, just like sticking out the front?
Whap.
No, it
Guys.
actually, like horses, it also just moves on its fingernails, essentially.
But
That's what, like, horses are
the
doing.
reverse centaur approaches and goes, apologies, what are you looking for?
A general store.
Oh, you're gonna want to go to the Starlight Stockpile.
All right. And is there like an inn, a tavern of
Uh,
sorts?
if you're looking for an inn, you can find the Three Bears. Yeah. If you're looking for a tavern, you can find the Six Servants.
So-
If you're needing of books to read, if you like stories and fables, you can check out the Tall Tale. If you need a ship to sail somewhere, you can check out the Evertide Harbor, my good friend.
Right.
You guys are writing this down, right?
Yep.
Okay.
If you like watching performances and plays and penny dreadfuls, you can check out the Glass Slipper Theatre. We have an outdoor hedge maze called the Verdant Stretch. The bakery is called the Goose and Gander. And many, many more.
What was the glass slipper again? I'm sorry, I missed that.
It's a theater.
Not theater, right? And what if we wanted an audience with the ruler?
Ah, the storyteller.
Mm-hmm.
You could head to his palace and seek an audience. Ask one of his many servants that roam the halls.
Okay. Appreciate your assistance.
You're most welcome. And it's just, human speech coming out of this horse head, and then it gallops away on its human hands. Which don't just sound like wet slapping, like slapping on the pavement.
Oh, fucking vile.
But as you're all sitting in this square, the stalls, you see one called Potion Pops, one called Dragon Tarts, one called Pixie Donuts, one called Fairy Floss, Magical Marzipan Mushrooms, the Sorcerer's Sip, the Grog Cart,
Pixie Donuts.
Phoenix Fire Lemonade, and there's this all called Trover's Treasure Trove.
Grim would like to go to Pixie Donuts.
Okay, you buzz over to this stall. It's like pink, and a bunch of pixies are just like standing on the stall because they're a little bit taller than you are. Hey, and you can see one of them has got like a vanity kind of thing, waist level, and it's just like squatting, and you can hear like farting noises.
What you doing?
Putting the pixie dust on the donuts.
Yeah? Does it taste good?
Yeah.
That's good. What's the other part of the donuts? What kind of donuts? Chocolate donuts?
Just donuts. Just old-fashioned donuts. And then we sprinkle them with pixie dust.
Oh,
And
okay.
you can hear like a little squeaker pop out.
Oh.
Does Grin just know that pixie dust comes out of butts? Or
I mean, every domain is different in their
okay.
creatures that inhabit it.
Alright,
What
I'll
a
take
fucking
one.
question.
You hear like another you just hear a ripper, like a little squeaker, and then they hand you a donut that's just covered in like this glittery pink dust.
What's it taste like?
A donut?
Alright, I mean the sprinkles. Come on.
They just smile. It's a surprise.
I'm giving it to a friend.
Oh! Depends on their personality.
Oh, okay.
If they're grumpy, then it tastes bad. If they're always happy and in a good mood, then it's a good flavor.
Oh, I know who Justin did this to.
It's fun to prank people and then give them the donuts, because if they're in a bad mood, they taste really bad.
Oh. Right. I mean...
But the pixie dust is only good for like an hour, and then its benefits fade away.
Grin looks over his shoulder, see if any of the people in his party is like encroached and know what's going on.
Doesn't look like it.
Anybody?
Mm-mm.
Alright. Alright, how much?
What are you offering?
Potion of water breathing.
Done. 1 donut.
Done.
One donut for a potion of water breathing.
Nothing else to give.
And they hand you this.
Bless.
They hand you like a normal, just
I have no
non-glazed,
money.
plain donut. They just hand you this non-glazed, plain donut, covered in like glittery pink dust. And then when it catches the constant summer light here, it just kind of shines and glimmers.
Ooh, this is very pretty.
Thanks.
Yeah. Hey, I actually have a question about that.
Okay.
Does it change based on what you eat?
No.
No? It all just comes out the same?
Yeah.
What if you have what if you eat like a bunch of peanuts?
Never thought about that before. Looks to one of the other pixies. We could try doing nutty donuts next time.
There you go. Alright, good luck.
Like the 12 pixies all wave, and you can see another one. And then here they go. Okay, it's your turn. And the other one flies behind the vanity thing and just starts farting again.
Now, who do I give this to? Who's the happiest person in our group?
That's a good question.
Vonkar, got something for you.
Oh, hello.
Hi. You hungry?
Oh, I could certainly eat.
Well, guess what? You can certainly eat this.
Ooh.
It looks
that's
nice, right?
delicious.
Yeah, it's a donut.
Delicious, all right. Thank you.
Wait, wait first before you eat it. How you feeling right now?
Pretty good. This is a very interesting place we found ourselves in, that's for sure.
Oh, that's good. All right.
And as Grin hands it over, he's gonna just verify. Might be, he's gonna do a heart sense on Vonkar
Vonkar?
and try to, because Grin hasn't done this in a while, and he'd like to kind of, check in with Vonkar a bit regarding that and how he's feeling, because lots happened, you know.
Mhm. I forget, do I roll for that or does it just happen?
It just happened.
You only have to roll if there's alignment stuff involved.
Yeah.
Okay. I think there's certainly like a little bit of stress in terms of like just, the amount of stuff happening.
Yeah.
And he's got a bit of worry about how this world state is affecting some people in his life. But for the most part, he's just like, all right, I'm along for the ride. Let's do this.
Okay.
Grin's just gonna cut in.
Alright. Hold on. Just wait until you're feeling really good about something. Within the hour, whenever you feel really good, just eat the donut.
Right.
Alright.
Within this current hour?
Sorry?
Within this current hour, you said?
Yes.
All right.
Alright. Love you, bud.
And he slaps you on the back.
Anybody checking out any other stalls, or are you gonna anywhere in the city that draws interest? The stalls or any of the locations named. Anybody else want to pick up snacks for the road while you walk about? You see Grin flying around and giving Vonkar a donut. And you see one still that's kind of like making candy floss and all sorts of stuff.
You said something about. Did I hear correctly? You said something about a maze?
Yeah,
Maze,
the
or
reverse centaur said there's a maze in the city called the Verdant Stretch.
Oh, that's probably a point of story interest. Oh shit, we're getting snacks. I get snacks.
Alright, you got potion pops, which look like popsicles. Dragon tarts, a place called Pixie Donuts where Grin just buzzed away from. You got a candy floss stall called Fairy Floss. Magical marzipan mushrooms, the sorcerer's sip, the grog cart, and phoenix fire lemonade. And then a weird stall called Trover's Treasure Trove that just looks like it sells junk.
Oh, bring me to the junk.
Okay. So you approach this stall. It's called Trover's Treasure Trove, and you can see behind the stall is this massive two-headed troll. Hello.
I want to bring Hopper with me because doesn't Hopper have our bag of holding?
No, that thing's gone.
Yeah.
You have the bag.
Your
of holding.
bag of holding is the.
So then, no, yeah. So then the funky is gone then too.
No, Antyr has the funky.
Then I'm...
Keep that shit strapped.
Antyr, could you come with me to
Sure.
the junk place?
Oh yes. Sure.
Yeah, let's
definitely.
go to the junk place. Okay.
So you guys approach the stall, and you can see this massive two-headed troll. What can I do for you?
You's got stuff for sale?
Yes, today, and he shows off today's wares. You see a paper wasp nest in a jar, a vial of viscous liquid labeled Fomorian glandular fluid, do not drink, an 8-inch long glass ant figurine. He picks up a tuning fork, and goes, "Zurr," and he hits it, and it makes the sound of an F key, puts it down. He picks up a tiny wooden stool, sized for pixies and sprites. But you see when he picks it up with a glove, puts it down, takes the glove off. He picks up like a little wand of metal. He's like, "This is a weak magnetic wand," and goes to like touch something metal, but there's barely any like connection with the magnets. He picks up a wooden mouse figurine that squeaks when he holds it. A tiny hourglass without sand. And you can see a 100-sided die the size of a plum and made out of coal. These are today's wares.
The viscous thing, the tuning fork. The viscous liquid, the tuning fork, and the hourglass. And maybe the pixie furniture.
Ah, the tiny wooden stool for pixies and sprites.
Those interest me.
4 items, I believe. 4 or 5.
This is before.
Vial. Tuning fork, stool. Yeah, 3.
And Torger, anything for you? Do any of these other ones interest you?
Oh, mainly I saw that that ant thing in the tuning fork looked pretty cool.
They are pretty cool. I gathered them from the far reaches of this domain.
So you're a traveler. Have you met the storyteller?
Oh, no one has met this. None of us have met the storyteller. We only know of his stories and his fables.
Really?
The stories he tells and the fables he reads manifest physically and create this place. I might not even be real. And just laughs about possibly not being real. Just, I might not exist. Technically, in a way.
If you're here now, you definitely exist. If anything, you were fathered or mothered or, shunted into existence, but existence is here.
Interesting. Never thought about it that way.
Yeah, also, how does one maintain or control power if there's no presence? Or are they just all presence?
I don't know.
Huh?
I just sell junk. I mean, I just sell treasures.
Ha Hold on.
Who wants
Very
who
interesting.
wants a mouse figurine that when you pick it up it squeaks and picks up the
Obviously, you thought it was worth something.
wooden... Do you still want them?
Hold on. Now I feel like you're trying to get rid of them.
No.
No, now you've got
No.
to give me something to take them off your hands.
But the vial of viscous liquid Fomorian glandular fluid.
What is a Thamorian?
A giant native to the Feywild.
Yeah, I try not to make it a habit of stealing people's gland liquid.
Oh, did you say Fomorian or Thamorian?
Fomorian.
Fomorian.
They look
okay,
a little
I heard
different
that.
now. They've been reworked.
Oh,
They don't.
Wow.
They changed how Fomorians look and shit.
Did they?
Like there's new versions now that aren't as weird looking.
they're
not like
It's
super
a kind of
gray
cursed.
Cyclops, right?
They still have 2 eyes.
Oh.
They're
one's
just they
usually-
were cursed.
and
all
now
sorts of
they're not cursed anymore. They're because they're stepping away from. Anyways, that doesn't matter. Yeah, this is actual glandular fluid. Take a taste. You'll know it's real.
It literally says, don't drink
Oh
on
yeah.
the thing. What's your deal? What? What are you even? Why are you?
I just have this
'Cause, like,
stall.
Yeah, but why?
Why do any of us do anything?
We're specifically on a mission. We know why we're
So
here.
am I. I gotta get rid of this shit.
But
Oh.
why?
Because that's my story.
No, but that's the thing. Yous gets to write your own story.
I do.
This is
then
a
why-
story I think they want to write.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like you wants to do it. You call all your things junk. You say you just got to get rid of them.
Yeah, so I
What do
can
you
start
wanna-
selling the other batch.
Yeah, but what's the other batch? Why not just
It's a
sell that
surprise.
batch
It's
first?
a surprise.
Why not do the thing you love?
I
Or,
am.
like- Do yous really love it?
Yeah, because I like to see what some people imagine to do with stuff. Like the stool.
Why did you pick it up
Listen.
with your glove?
Puts the glove back on.
Yeah.
Oh, it gives splinters to anyone who holds it.
That was be good to know. So what if someone sat on it?
Splinters.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why you don't throw all this stuff away.
Because it might
and,
be useful to someone else.
Okay, so that's what you want to do. Is you want to give
I
someone
wanna
that
help.
might. Okay.
Like,
Is this-
what would you use that sliver-causing stool for? I see gestures to the rest of your group that they've seen you walking around with. I mean, look at that one. Perfect size. Imagine lining them up and they sit down to be comfortable and splinter right in the tuchus. Now. Huh? The other head's like, yeah. I forgot to say, both heads, they both talk and like,
This one is like looking off into space.
yeah, the one that's talking, the other one's just like,
He's the seer. He's like,
Just looking up at the stars, tracking things.
Open your mind.
the Fomorian gland fluid. Sure, I will take that.
For what?
I'm an alchemist. For what?
offer. One,
Well,
you have to offer me something in return for each item.
all right.
Anything at all.
Yeah, I'm just going to
Anything.
give you some fresh perspective.
Oh.
What if you throw all this stuff away, end your day early, and
Fresh
goes-
perspective. I've never been offered that before.
goes fishing?
Give me a persuasion check. With advantage because Antyr's here.
Holy shit! Sorry, what's persuasion? There we are. Well, that is a critical.
Perfect.
success.
21.
21.
Very
total.
nice.
So he he takes both arms, scoops up all of the wares, throws them in a bag, and just chucks the bag.
Oh,
somewhere.
we'll throw those. We'll throw those
Oh!
away for you.
They're like 30 feet away now. He's like, oh.
All right, we'll go. We'll take care of 'em.
Takes all the signs down, folds up the stall, back.
Wait. What was your name again?
Trover.
Trover. I apologies.
It's
to
on the
Trover.
sign.
You just took it down.
You didn't look?
I saw the treasures.
No.
I thought it was trove, like trove of treasures. I
Nope.
didn't
Trover's
realize
treasure trove.
That is very clever of
Thank you.
I actually have something that I planned on giving you, but
He's in the process of like turning the stall into folding it down into like a backpack, and he's now wearing it on his back. Oh yeah.
yes, to probably guide you or to give you a bit of inspiration on what your next venture may be. Maybe the next story you tell. And Antyr's gonna pull out a little baggie, a little small, like tea bag essentially.
Mm-hmm.
It is filled with green leaves, with white and pink flowers.
Oh no.
Here you go.
What's this?
It's for tea. It
Tea.
it expands your mind.
Oh, thank you.
Of course. Enjoy.
I don't have anything to give you in return.
You know, in my mind I had already made the idea that I was going to be taking the gland fluid off of you, and this was already going to trade anyway. So,
Okay.
Trover, it was great to meet you.
All right. Well. Okay. And then walks off.
All right.
And
Bye.
stall's closed up, and you have a sack full of everything that is there.
Okay, so now we've got a sack of crap that we can trade to people if we needs to do anything, because we don't have money, but we do got a sack of crap now.
But I was really actually kind of interested in the tuning fork and the spit glands.
Okay, well, I was kind of interested in the glass ant and the tuning fork. So, what do you want us to split the tuning fork in half?
Parchment,
No?
paper shears.
Listen, why don't we have? Let's have shared custody of the tuning fork.
So when we walk, you hold one and I hold the other, and we just walk
No,
together
Yous
like
gets
a
it
child.
today, and I's gets it tomorrow.
What if you break it? You're very rambunctious with your movements sometimes.
I'll keep it inside the pig.
I think we'll have to get with. You want to put it in the pig's mouth?
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
listen, you
cool
want-
with it.
Yeah, you'd eat forks all day, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you know, I've eaten a lot of things all day.
Well, I hold it
Anty-Gothel
first.
made me eat a lot of weird stuff sometime, and you know,
Is any of that weird stuff still in you?
good question.
Okay, so tuning fork is for me, for now.
Oh,
And gonna reach for the vial of.
yeah, it's a vial. Yeah, it says Fomorian glandular fluid.
Is it
do not
like
drink.
what's the liquid?
Viscous? It's like very viscous
okay.
and like clear with like a yellow tinge to it. It's like a clear yellow.
It's a fucking loogie. I swear. It's this dude's fucking loogie. Alright.
Hey, I don't know.
Alright. Now that we have this, did you want food, Torger? Or anybody?
Yeah,
Y'all want food?
Anybody else checking out any of the other stalls? Grin gave Vonkar a donut. Arthur is sitting close by and just writing in his book.
Oh, we have Arthur here to give stories away.
No, mine are for a fee.
Or like your old stories that didn't sell well.
Oh, you know,
They might do well here.
perhaps. But that
Yeah, what's that one about? What? No.
the troll did say the stories told here come to life, though.
Arthur,
You could
wouldn't that
read-
help increase the value of your stories?
I don't do it for money. I do it for renown.
Wouldn't that help increase the renown of your stories?
They're not good stories, though.
Well, that's true.
Well, like, what if you went around just like telling stories about a very large, powerful, benevolent dragon who was real good friends with like some people named Vonkar, Grin, Antyr, like.
I don't think it works that way.
Well, we're trying, right? The story could come to life, and then be real good friends with us, and then we would have a.
Here, let me try.
Yeah, we're talking about it. You's thinking about it.
Okay, let me try. Once upon a time, there was a great dragon named Felix, and Felix was indebted to Arthur Wordweave and his associates, the Funky Casuals. Dragons swooped in miraculously out of nowhere while they entered the city known as Myth Harbor and gave them powers beyond their imagination. And there's a good few minutes of just nothing happening.
Yes.
I don't think it works.
Well, you
Wow.
preface it as if we were just entering, so I think
Oh,
you.
apologies. Okay, hold on.
Let's walk and talk then. Does anybody else want to?
While they walked through Myth Harbor, Antyr collapsed of a sudden.
Watch it, Arthur.
See, it's not real.
You didn't finish that.
Maybe it
statement.
has to be the creator of the domain.
Yeah.
I imagine he wouldn't want people just creating things out of thin air. That could be catastrophic.
Well, we have a renowned author and we have a renowned storyteller. I think y'all getting together would be very.
I didn't think about that.
Arthur.
Hmm.
Yeah. You write some. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of stories, right? That we've already experienced. Now, maybe we tell you them.
Oh, I
All
already
of the
know all
stuff.
of them.
Or did we already discuss that
Auntie
before?
Gothel was filled
Oh,
me
she was
in
spying in on us, right?
Yeah.
No, that's what I thought.
Looks over at Leek.
Leek is no longer here. He was left behind.
Oh
in
right, he
her domain,
was left
yeah.
behind. That's right.
Yep.
She was always scrying on Antyr and Hopper.
Oh.
She was more familiar with them, she said.
Can we go to the store so we can get supplies?
And every time yeah.
No, wait.
Can't
Finish
help
what you
but
were
feel a
saying.
little- Grin can't help but feel a little put out that he didn't get scryed on.
You should have been caught in the fucking vines of her abode, and then you might have not died in a horrible crash.
But is anyone picking up any snacks before you head out? Any from any of the other stalls? Potion pops, dragon tarts, pixie donuts, which you can see pixies openly farting on donuts.
Yeah, Grin's gonna go back over there and be like,
Hey, does my my personal water breathing, would I give me more than one donut?
No.
Okay, thanks.
I'll go to the
And you can
wizard.
see they're drinking the potion. They're all sharing it.
nice.
They're drunk.
They don't understand how it works.
Antyr will stop at the stall. I think you mentioned something about a wizard. No.
The sorcerer's
The-
sip.
Oh, what was the other one? Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Potion pops?
Yeah. No, sorcerer's sips.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can see behind the stall is just this dwarf. If a dwarf had snake skin, not
Like a dwarf tea.
yeah, and their eyes are kaleidoscopy,
Oh.
and they're the kaleidoscopes are shifting. It's shifting and moving. It's really disorienting to look at them. It's kind of entrancing when you look at them.
Try not to look at them.
Well, hello there. Welcome to the Sorcerer's Sip.
Hello. Just want to. What is a sip? I imagine a drink.
Medicinal elixirs.
Oh. Oh. Actually.
They
Kinda
have all
peruse.
variety of purposes. Say you're having issues in the love-making department.
Solid there.
We have hair tonics if you have thinning hair.
Looks back at Vonkar. Vonkar has a head full of hair, right?
Yeah.
It's just a really long. It's just a. You have a widow's mountain, isn't that right? It's a really deep widow's peak.
Think so.
Am I remembering your art right?
Yeah.
He's got hair. He's got a big old
Yeah.
beard too.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Got hair.
Grin has 3 swiggly lines, right?
Grin, I guess. Yeah. Oh yes, this tonic grows hair in an instant.
Oh.
We have back straighteners. If you have a crooked and sore back, this tonic will straighten your bones out. Regrow bones if you're missing bones. You missing any bones?
You know of? No, I can't do that.
We have teeth whitening pastes. All sorts of fun little elixirs. They're all just non-magical.
Do I get the hint?
Or slightly magical,
do I
but
get
they're all
the
just medicinal, and like they do some like.
Do I get the sense that he's bullshitting me, or does he seem like he's telling the truth?
So like,
about...
is he a snake oil salesman, or is he just like?
Yes.
Make an insight check.
Because the description that you're giving, the
entrancing eyes, like buy my weird stuff.
7.
Oh. You look into
Antyr
those. You look into
will-
those kaleidoscope eyes as they begin to like swirl, and you're like, the most honest person I've ever met.
Yeah.
Trust in me.
Yeah, essentially.
All right. I'll take the teeth whiteners and the hair growth. I have.
We have a 2-for-1 special right now. If you buy 2, I can throw in an extra one for free, and it's one of these. And produces another little vial, and it just says, "Get big."
All right.
It makes you taller.
Oh, I have a vial of creature referred to as a triceratops.
What's that?
It's a big creature with 3 horns.
Whoa, like a cow.
I've heard that it also helps you grow this way.
Deception check.
Fuck. I'm rolling shit. The Feywild is not my place. A 5.
That's never heard of that before, but I'm interested.
Right. So okay.
Natural 20 insight, but
Yeah.
interested.
Okay. What about? I'm gonna pull out the.
Just so you know, all of these potions' effects are permanent.
Okay.
Elixirs. Looks around. Elixirs. Medicinal elixirs.
Your eyes are telling me a story.
Made from ingredients native to the Feywild. So,
I will also pull out the fronds, the Voratide fronds.
okay.
These.
I recognize what those are.
Oh, you do. Okay. Do these interest you?
Yes.
Set them down.
Hands you the hair tonic, the teeth whitening paste, and then the free get big.
Grow.
Yeah,
Get big.
It just says get big on the vial. Get big.
I'm gonna walk over to Grin and. Isn't Grin still like Barbie doll size? Like, didn't Grin get like real
6
small?
inches.
Yeah, Grin's smaller now.
Here you go, Grin.
What's this?
It gets you big.
Like all of me big or a part of me big?
They said it helps you grow taller.
Oh, okay. That sounds nice. How much did you give? What did you give up for this?
Not much.
What do you mean not much?
Stuff that's been sitting in my pouch.
Like what?
The Voratide fronds and the really, really coagulated Triceratops blood. I have another vial. It's fine.
You got a lot of stuff on you, don't you?
And it just looks
I've
at
been-
all the little packs and stuff that you like, little samples of everything that you have.
Yeah, my little.
Grin
I have a
doesn't
nice little.
have room for much since
Yeah.
he's a tiny guy. He's just
I have a
got
little alchemy
nothing on
pouch,
him.
and Antyr will flip it open, and there's a bunch of little random little assortments. Antyr at one point would have squeezed Grin's head,
other head?
decapitated head into a little like a pretty much
That's
an
right.
old
You
potion
did do
bottle.
that last session. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just sitting kind of partially deformed because he had to squish it in, but yeah, it's just sitting in a bottle. They have some of the filaments. They also have the vials of the parasitic worms. I have a lot of random shit, but
Dude, that's awesome. No, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I did have an
alright.
idea for Grin's
Should-
head, by the way. So
Do I need to? Is there any like phase specifications about this, or?
I'm going to say, just imagine yourself. Just imagine the height of what you wish to be.
Okay.
Maybe do like like a logical height, because if they like stretch you out like taffy, we don't want you being looking like that.
Yes, what if it makes you like 600 feet tall?
Yeah, maybe don't do that. Maybe like a reasonable height, no bigger than probably Torger or something.
You know, the smaller I get, I don't know. I feel like it's a good spot. Not really. I can start. Shoot. Pulls out the long sword.
What it sounds like too. Well, here, it's yours to have if you ever decide that you aren't content with your height anymore.
And you said this was permanent?
That's what they said.
Alright. Thank you, Antyr. I really
welcome.
appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Onto the store.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Everybody heading towards the general store then, or any last minute stall stuff?
I might stop and get a dragon. Was it dragon tarts?
Yeah.
Yeah. Vonkar might grab a dragon tart.
You're handed this small little handheld tart made from dragon meat, potatoes, and a thick, rich gravy on the inside.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, I don't remember the last time I ate dragon meat.
That
Oh,
awesome.
you know, I farm the dragons myself.
Do you? How,
No.
what?
Nope.
Oh, alright.
Just a story to tell to drive up the product, but it is 100%, ethically sourced dragon meat
How does one ethically source dragon meat?
from dragons.
Well, right, but what's the difference between ethically versus not ethically sourced?
Oh, they're not kept in cages.
So how does the...
Buy them from travelers who kill dragons and get to meet myself.
Right. Well, learn something new every day, thank you.
No problem. What do you got for me?
How do you mean?
Well, we don't take money here. You got to give me something for it.
Well, let me see here. Would you take this spoon with a hidden compartment in the handle?
Yeah, of course.
All right, here you go.
What's in the compartment?
Nothing.
Opens it up. Oh, that's cool. Thank you. Enjoy your
Hold
time.
whatever you want.
Oh,
That obviously can fit in the compartment.
enjoy your dragon tart.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's just a little handheld meat pie.
I'd like to go to the potion pop.
Okay, so you head to the other stall, and it's ran by a goblin whose eyes are probably too small, like they're really, really tiny and beady. They're wearing like a little hat, like a paper boat hat, kind of. Hey, so we got blue, red, purple, and orange. These are magical potions that have been frozen into popsicles for your leisure and eating enjoyment.
Alright, cool. I guess what you mean by purple, but the rest of them are just gray, so I'll take a purple one.
Okay. Hands you this gray popsicle or purple
No.
popsicle. That's right.
This
Hands
one's
you
purple.
hands you a purple potion pop.
Alright, I got
Before
a
you-
bag of crap. What you need?
Oh, anything.
Okay, if we's doing anything.
Also, just so you know, the blue ones shrink the eater's head to the size of a thimble. The red ones enlarge the eater's head to the size of a pumpkin. Purple causes the eater to sing whenever they speak for 1 hour. The orange one causes the eater to belch colorful bubbles every minute for 1 hour. So the one you have, you'll sing when you eat. Every time you go to talk, you'll sing for an hour. Want to try a different one?
No, I don't want to put anybody through anything.
No. I like shrinking people's heads. It's funny.
Yeah, I don't want a small head. I don't want a big head.
Okay.
Do you want a glass tube that may or may not have had sand in it?
Sure.
Okay.
Hand him an empty hourglass, and he pocket and then hands you the purple potion pop.
All right. Thanks you.
Thanks you.
Thanks to you.
Thanks to you.
Here we go. Bye.
Bye. And yeah, you can see people like around the stall eating the other popsicles, and you can see people's heads have like shrunk to the size of thimbles. Others have pumpkin-sized heads.
Hey, Torger, do you have that hourglass that once had sand in it?
Oh no, I traded it for this.
All right.
What is that? Something that you needed?
No. Nope. It's fine.
No. Why are you talking to me like it's something that was really precious to you?
It was one of the one items that I did pick out of the junk that I was slightly intrigued about. And, I'm a whole thing about time, so
Oh.
it was intrigued, but it's fine.
Oh well, here you go. You can have this.
What does it do?
You like eat it or something?
Yeah, it just looks like a purple popsicle.
What's it taste like?
Tastes like grapes.
But what's it taste like?
It's like grapes.
And when you say it tastes like grapes, you sing it.
Tastes like grapes.
Oh! Yeah! Ooh! You got tortured! Oh!
Hmm.
How do you feel about getting tortured?
And it's like that for an hour.
I feel fantastic.
Yeah!
All right, let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
You don't have to do it the entire time, but just know that's what people are perceiving when you talk now.
No, do it the entire time, Lex. You will enjoy it by the end.
I have to
You
time
will
myself for an hour of real life.
All right. As you all wander through the city, then get the signs pointing to the places of interest seem to change every so often. Like the city is constantly changing and adapting. Like maybe one day a store will be in one spot, but it won't be there the next. Basically, it's every day I have someone that's like, "Oh fuck, where's the fucking?" And then they have to like.
Everything's on rollers.
Oof.
However,
So miserable.
you see a sign that directs you to the Starlight Stockpile. It stands out as it shimmers with a dazzling display thanks to the numerous gems embedded into the stonework that catch any light source and transform it into this dizzying array of twinkling starlight. And there's just a little wooden door at the front, and it says Starlight Stockpile.
All right, let's go into the store and away. I don't know why this makes me rhyme.
Yeah, the guy said nothing about rhyming.
Maybe it's easier to sing
When
when it sounds like
It's all about
poetry.
It's all about the amount of time.
Inside, shelves are neatly stocked with an assortment of goods used in cooking and baking, as well as everyday items such as clothes, toys, basic tools, and more. The interior sparkles less intensely as the outside, and numerous small pixies fly about wearing bright pink aprons with the words Starlight Stockpile etched into the fabric. And there's about 7 or so pixies just darting around.
Hi, hello. We need to purchase some things upon the road.
One of the pixies flies over, and you see they got the apron, but there's like a 1 painted on the back of the apron. Or back of the apron. on the front of the apron underneath the Starlight stockpile. There's a 1 etched into the
So they're
fabric.
back.
And they're like,
Written.
yeah, what do you want? Oh God, all day. No, I'm just kidding. What do you want?
Some supplies and items.
Oh God, why are you singing?
You know, that's a very good question, but I have to.
You sure? Okay.
Okay, what do we all need? Food, supplies.
Yeah,
What's
we
the
could
group?
get some supplies. What's we need? Where do we go for that?
We sell, it's a general store, so we sell general goods. Like spices
Yeah, we need-
and...
Yeah, we need food stores for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. 5, 6 people.
You want like a goat?
Do we want a goat?
Goat, sheep, chicken, cow. To
Livestock?
butcher and eat.
Oh.
That's
Salt.
a very valid question, but I think we just want like herbs and root vegetables and things.
Yeah, we can do herbs and root vegetables and stuff like that. Why-
Yeah,
why-
I knows how to kill stuff. I don't know that I necessarily knows how to butcher it.
That's fine. We also offer
I do.
butchering. We name all the animals, so it's coming from a good source, and then we butcher them ourselves in case you want to have it expertly done. We have an expert butcher here. 7 is our butcher, and you can see another pixie just with like jacked arms, which makes no sense. Just I'll cut him up. I'll do it.
Gosh, Papa. Butcher.
What?
Torger. Gosh, Papa Butcher. So we can like get like a whole thing and just go from there if you need.
Sure, whatever you wants to do.
No, whatever you wants to do. I'm just letting you know what I can do.
Cool.
So if you're like worried about butchering stuff.
Oh yeah, I know. I just can't, punch it till it turns into hamburgers.
I could. I can't. Do you
Grin,
want-
what else would you like to help you cook? Some supplies of herbs and spices.
Just so you know, it's 1 thing per item that you seek.
Oh. Oh.
And just so you know, it probably took about half an hour to get to the Starlight stockpile, so you got a half hour singing left.
Oh, right, okay. A half hour left of singing.
Grin's like, oh no, we gotta get Vonkar to eat that donut soon.
Vonkar.
Yeah.
You get big every now and then, right?
Yeah.
How would you feel if you were bigger permanently?
That might make it hard to fit through doors.
What? You're like smaller than you're a dwarf, right? Most doors are like double your size, right?
No, but like width-wise. Horizontally.
You can do it.
You think?
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you think so.
What? How? I think if you drink this and imagine yourself taller but not thicker, you might. We'll see what happens. And then, if you feel good, eat the donut.
All right.
Imagine some dimensions of that you would find helpful for yourself.
I mean, I like my current dimensions pretty well.
Oh, well, I just see you get larger all the time, and then you get larger again. So it seems like getting larger is useful.
Oh yeah, just like situationally, like I'm travel size normally.
Oh,
Grin, are you trying to give away the thing I gave to you? The gift?
I mean,
Are you guys
giving
buying
it
stuff or
away.
no?
Right, yes, we're gonna buy some things, but there's a momentarily discussion between myself and Grin regarding an item that I gave them as a gift that they're now giving away.
Oh, that's the worst.
You know what? Let me see. How big? If I was bigger than Antyr, and I could then I could definitely slap you harder, couldn't I? Cluck, 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 cluck,
Okay.
cluck, cluck.
Roll the first d6.
Roll a d6.
Roll a d6. That'll be feet.
Oh, really? Oh
Yeah.
my god. This isn't good. Oh no. Alright. This is a joke. He's doing it just out of 6.
Okay. Roll another d6 or roll a d12, and that'll be inches.
Fucking rolled 7 feet.
All right.
6.
You grow 6'6", so you gain an additional 6 feet.
So
6
I'm
inches.
7 foot tall?
Yeah. And yeah, it's height. It's not width. So
Oh, he's like a little Slender Man stick figure.
you're basically Slender Man now. Just and that's permanent.
Horrifying. Wait. But is it like proportional throughout? So is his head a fucking like oval?
It's still proportional.
Okay, good.
But
Wait, proportional how, like, what do you mean? Like, was he 100% stretched? Like, his hands are like gigantic, long, spindly fingers and like tiny little arms and legs and like a torso that's like
he's
super long and skinny.
I offered this to Vonkar to maybe get them to be gigantic at some point.
just
But,
stretched out height wise, but the head same dimensions and everything. Everything is just elongated and bigger. The head is just probably a little more misshapen.
You're Mike TV.
But you're you're like 7 feet tall now. So
Doesn't Grin have,
so
like...
you're gonna go from tiny to medium
I am the tallest person
in the party
in
now.
the group now.
So yeah, you're now considered a medium creature.
But Grin doesn't have feet.
I have
Weird,
feet.
weird little legs.
I thought you had those little, like, almost like pointed
Yeah, it's
legs.
It's like spider-like
Yeah.
legs.
yeah, those aren't feet.
no. But yeah,
Yeah.
Not a
regardless,
foot.
that goes. And the pixies are just like, okay,
You know what? It's been a lot, so
So
we're
I-
just gonna go.
Thanks for the gift.
I'm gonna have to go through the Sprite race now and change the size just to work for Grin and make it medium. Nah, fuck it. We'll remember.
I'll
that's
remember.
medium. Yeah.
We'll remember.
7
it.
feet tall
Don't
now.
worry.
You shrunk today, and then you got 7 feet tall,
Yeah.
all in the same
It's
day.
so expensive. Trying to buy shit from the
Now the
store.
sword is, normal.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
Hey, Antyr.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
Mm.
7 feet tall.
Oh boy.
We got a bag full of junk if you needs to give away some junk.
Yeah, but it's more about getting some things for Grin to cook along the way.
Oh.
I'm not worried. I have rations to eat.
Hmm.
But I know Grin likes to cook.
I like to cook.
Jesus.
Grin, it just extended your height. It didn't deepen your voice.
What do you mean? You can't tell me. You can't tell me who I am.
Grin is now the biggest member of the party.
Oh
Well,
God,
oh,
that
it's
is
not the biggest. He's
fucking
no way he's like 12 pounds or
frightening.
something.
Oh, yeah, your weight's probably didn't change too much. Actually, let's figure that out. Nah. Your weight's probably still the
Oh my
same. We'll say your weight's
God.
still the same.
Oh, poor Grin. Alright,
Just a bag of
maybe
bones.
just a few things, like some items to make food taste better or something.
We have
Some
chickens, we got
spices.
ducks, we got sheep, we got goats, we got cows, we got ox, we got...
Got onions and garlic.
What's that? No, yeah.
Let me just do like a chicken and some onions and garlic.
Okay, one thing for each, please.
Alright, we'll do the,
But since this is a living creature we're giving you,
uh,
do you want it pre-dispatched?
No, we wants to hang on to it alive. Please.
Suit yourself.
We don't want it to be a no, give us the one that's not got the red part on it. Don't you gives us a rooster.
He wants a head, not a rooster.
Okay, what are you offering for the chicken?
Well, it's a living. You made it seem like there was
I want something living.
You
Oh.
want something living for something living?
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
I got,
Oh,
how
I
about
have-
those?
oh.
How about those leech?
No, the leeches aren't alive. They're dried. They're only alive when they're fired as ammunition.
Jar.
Throw it at him.
The leeches only become alive once they are shot towards a creature and they attack.
Okay,
Yeah, they're
alright,
dead. Yeah.
All right. Never mind.
I don't have anything that's living.
Well, that's unfortunate. I guess the chicken's ours.
That's fine. We'll just take the garlic and the
Okay.
onions.
So a pound of garlic and a pound of onions.
Torger, what's in the
Uh-huh.
pouch that we'll give away?
Artisan, the pouch that'll get away.
Okay. Alright, we got a paper wasp nest
Perfect.
and a jar. They just comes as an item, like the way we want those onions and garlic to come.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Like they're an item.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Justin, by the way, I love this bartering system. It lets us get rid of a bunch of
What the
stuff from
shit?
our inventory.
Wait, hold on. I got something for you. But I need you to hold out your hand to prove that it's alive, okay?
One of them holds up their hands. A tiny, tiny little pixie hand.
Yeah, okay. And you got that chicken for us?
If what you're giving me is alive, yeah.
Yeah, here you go. He puts a wooden figurine of a mouse that immediately starts to squeak when it's in their hand.
Hands it back.
Wait, why are you handing me back
That's
something
not
that's
alive.
alive?
It's wood.
Covers up the tiny mouse's ears. Shh. It's got a condition. Don't
No.
be rude.
A wooden.
You got that from Trover, didn't you?
I don't. What do you mean?
The guy who sells junk in the market.
What? Why use? You mean treasures?
Junk.
Wow, yous get them's. Wow, you know what yous can have to chew on? Yous can have just your own rude words. Cause
Okay.
yous being so rude, especially about this very alive wooden's mouse.
Very living, yes. Alright, thank you. We're gonna head out now. Unless there was other things that people wanted to buy.
Oh, hey,
Actually, where's a place we haven't been yet?
A lot of places, you know. You were told about the inn, the bookstore, the harbor, the theater, the outdoor maze, the bakery, and the tavern.
So you guys, I noticed that you guys don't got a lot of places to sit down.
Places
You
to sit down
pixies.
everywhere.
Well, but you've got one that's designed specifically for your butt.
Yeah.
But do you got a really good chair?
Yeah.
Takes the metallic wand, scoops up the tiny little chair, and holds it danglingly.
Goes to grab it and gets a splinter.
Oh, be careful. Whoa, easy, Grabby. We wants to get a chicken.
Goes to gently touch it, gets a splinter.
No. We wants to get a chicken.
No! Not for a stool. A shitty one at that, pulling the splinters out of their hand.
Listen, we's going to turn the chicken into stool, so why are we splitting hairs here?
I said something living for the chicken.
Man, you's got a real bunk system.
I don't mean
You
I gotta
got,
find
you got,
something living.
you have real bunk eyes. They're too big for your head. Just try closing your eyelids once in a while. Try blinking.
Yeah, and you should go take a long walk off a short dock.
I do that every day.
Yeah, whatever. You's like got a real bad system and a terrible attitude.
You gave me splinters. I'm trying
And you gave me a pain in my ass too.
I'll show you an ass.
Alright, well, I'm not worried about burning any bridges.
Yeah? What's your favorite animal?
I don't want to talk to you anymore. You's terrible.
You like mice, eh?
No, I don't.
You can see one of the other ones like, okay, don't polymorph him. Chill. One of the other pixies flies over. No, come on. Fucking turn
All right, thank
fucking turn him into
you.
a
I'm gonna
mouse.
try to usher
Fucking
Torger
trying
out
to
of
sell
the
me a
door.
junk mouse. I'll turn him into a mouse. Fucking eat
Yeah,
him.
go fuck yourself.
Yeah, you wanna go?
All right, no, we are going. We're leaving. Let's leave.
This fucking like tiny little guy like this big.
I don't know. I'm feeling pretty confident right now.
If you was hungry, I gives you a knuckle sandwich.
Do it, come
What
on.
was your name again? Little pixie person?
One.
Like that is actually your name?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
I would have thought you were two, cause you's full of shit.
Yeah,
Alright,
I'll
alright.
show you full of shit.
That sounds like a good threat.
Yeah, I got friends who eat shit. Okay, I got
So do
friends
I.
who eat shit.
Yeah, it's probably
Is
this.
this a
It's probably
bragging
this
point? Why are
Sprite
we-
you hang out with, right? Everybody knows Sprites eat shit.
Whoa!
Something about that seemed. I don't know.
Pointed, a bit pointed.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
Discriminatory.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
let's
seems
go.
pretty. I'm calling the Better Business Bureau. They're making all sorts of claims.
Let's just go.
And
Let's go.
If something's good for a trade, and then they did change the terms of the trade, it's bad business.
Vonkar, do not eat the donut right now.
All right.
We need to get you in a good spot. Within the next 15 minutes.
Arthur's like, should I add that to the book? What just happened, or should I just?
Oh, feel free to add whatever you want, wordsmith.
All right. As we left the strange pixie shop, I think we made a new foe. A dastardly evil foe.
All right, well that one plays with the bus, so we're never going there again.
But you do have a pound of onions and a pound of garlic.
Oh, let's we got that.
We got a pound of garlic?
And onion, yeah.
That's so much fucking garlic.
That's awesome. Grin doesn't know how to use it. He'll use like half of
Oh.
it on the first meal.
Man, am I eating those bags too? Am you feeding me those bags? Am I eating those up too? Gobble gobble, you know.
Wait, who?
The bag of holding boar.
Oh.
Wait, so yous can request items, but if I don't semantically say,
Yeah.
ask you permission,
Yeah.
then I get bitten.
Yeah, it was made by a hag. It's fucked.
Yeah, this is pretty terrible. That's pretty
Yeah.
rude. It's pretty rude,
You
dude.
should see what she did with my other end.
No interest. That seems like it's pretty. That would get pretty gross.
Actually, Hey,
Grin might be interested. It seems like he's pretty interested.
Yeah.
So what I am actually interested in
Made into a
is
carpet.
huh?
Hmm?
I'm interested in what, for instance, what Gotham might have left in you.
Oh, yeah. Good question.
We don't have to discuss it now, but maybe
don't know.
later.
People, probably.
Anything useful?
I don't know.
Alright. Alright. Alright.
She should put people in there, though.
Know the names?
No, it didn't really matter.
Oh, so we can't get him back.
No.
Yeah. Because, like, if I remember where the bag of holding, like, or you are much more than a bag.
Yeah, I'm not exactly a bag of holding, so I function differently.
But in order to get stuff from you, we have to think of what we want.
You also have to know what's in there, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
So-
you should stick your hand in and think.
Is that an invitation?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You're the one that said it.
Yeah, I guess.
May I reach inside your gullet and ask for something?
Yeah, sure. Opens his mouth.
He reaches inside and says, or in his mind, he's thinking of, for instance, a bone. Just
Oh,
a
yeah.
bone.
A couple seconds pass and you feel something wet and slimy.
Great.
And hard.
Yoink.
You yank out a femur, with like tendrils of meat stuck to it, some cloth legging from like a pair of pants. The foot is still attached, which is now skeletonized, and there's a little shoe still on it, so it's just a whole leg that comes out. The femur just.
What kind of shoes?
A little cloth shoe.
Oh, okay. So like wraps.
No, just like a basic little commoner shoe, like made of cloth with like little shoelaces.
Okay.
Oh, I don't
It's disgusting.
remember eating that.
Yeah, goodness. Alright.
We're still in the middle of like a common
Yeah,
area,
just
right?
with holding a whole leg in your hand.
Drops it.
All right. Next up, do we just want to go? Do we want to try to go get an audience, or do we want to go to one of these other places?
Antyr, when you're talking now, you can hear the singing. There's breaks in the singing now, which means you're almost at the hour.
Oh. Do y'all want to go try to do an audience, or do you want to do something else?
Shoot. That means that it's coming close to the end of the donut's lifespan, and Grin wants to make sure Vonkar has a good time. What can he do to make Vonkar feel good? Oh, goodness.
Calm emotions.
That just makes him have a neutral time.
Yeah, that's right.
Which negates everything.
I feel no strong way, one way or the other. It's like the neutral planet from Futurama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell my wife. Hello.
You know, since he knows that this is based off of emotions, Grin is going to use one of his spell slots
Mm-hmm.
to cast heroism
Okay.
on Vonkar.
Roll a d20. The moon is still weird in the sky, still wrapped by the ley lines, so these effects are still
Yeah.
ongoing. So, yeah, d20, please.
That one.
D100. We'll see what surge you get as you cast heroism on Vonkar. In the middle of this thoroughfare.
Yeah. Hey, Vonkar. Go ahead and
Yeah?
go ahead and eat that donut.
All right.
and touches him, does it,
Yeah, you
and
just...
then this other thing happens.
Heroism just cast on you. What's Vonkar's mental state right now?
67, as he has heroism, immune to fear, so it's just like
Perfect.
not really scared of
As
anything.
you're handing the donut to Vonkar, you become suddenly and extremely terrified of Vonkar.
I'm
Yeah.
terrified of Vonkar. Okay.
Just as he's eating the donut, you probably just can't help but focus on just like the gnashing of teeth, just like just obliterating this donut, crushing it and mashing it up in his mouth.
The mouth sounds are like rattling your head like you're inside of a cave.
Yeah.
You can't you haven't adjusted to the fact that you're taller now. You still think of yourself as that big, and you can't help but imagine like ending up in there with the donut and him not even being able to tell and just getting just mashed up with it.
You see,
Oh, thank you. This is a very good donut.
Well,
Grin
what's
is-
your mental state right now?
Vonkars?
Yeah.
I mean, just like, generally chilling, vibing,
Perfect.
real interested in all the stuff around him.
It tastes like someone infuses donut with like Earl Grey tea, so it's got like those flavors, and then you feel like suddenly very euphoric as you eat the donut, and you feel weightless, and you all watch as Vonkar levitates off the ground
It's fizzy lifting donut.
and begins to rise about 20 feet. Vonkar, you can see the ground, like you're floating. You're about 20 feet up,
Vonkar.
Oh, this is fun.
and then
Wasn't somebody say
Grin,
one
you're
day.
still you're terrified as he begins to float in the air, and then as soon
I screwed up.
as soon as the fear ends, the levitation ends, and Vonkar plummets 20 feet. Just
Oh,
I gotcha.
dexterity save to see if you can catch Vonkar and half the falling damage.
okay. Let's see what we roll. 16.
Okay, so you both take 5 bludgeoning damage instead of Vonkar taking 10.
ooh. Oh, that's funny. That's a good one.
Makes you levitate for 6 seconds when you eat one, and then you just ooh.
Look at how big I am right now. I was able to catch you.
Yeah, look at you go.
Thanks, Antyr.
And yeah, at this point, Antyr, you can now talk normally.
Oh. I never want to experience that ever again.
Oh, wow.
What? That was miserable.
Wow.
I don't like music. We've discussed this.
But why don't you like music?
Because it's just noise.
It's a pattern.
Of noise.
Well, I mean, it's a pattern. There's like, I mean, all the spells you do,
Right.
there's a pattern to them, right?
That is articulated through words that aren't to a sound.
I mean, you say
Extra
stuff.
sound, I guess you can say.
Well, think about it, though. It has a pattern,
Uh-huh.
like some of your music, or like some of your spells. I've seen you do them. You do there's a thing to it.
Yeah, there is. I just never found the art of music to be enjoyable or entertaining.
Okay.
Arthur pipes. Oh, so maybe the theater would be a real bad idea.
Well, that's not necessarily music. There's
Yeah, they could have other
Acting?
performances, yes.
What if it's all musicals?
Well, then I will leave. Anyway,
No, I mean, it's okay. Antyr, you are allowed to not like things, okay?
of course.
I was just curious, and I didn't mean to push.
Honestly, it does not offend me. That is probably the least offensive thing you've ever done. So that is not something that I have qualms with answering. It's unusual, yes. I don't disagree, but it's just not there for me.
Well, you gave me a gift recently, and I didn't want to, like, come down on you too hard. I mean, look at me. Look at me. Look how big I am.
You're frighteningly big right now.
I'm swole.
They're trying not
Well,
to
I
look
don't know
at
about
your...
that part.
They're trying not to look at your spider leg.
Yeah, a lot of people like sprites look like Grin, and there's a lot of people here who would be accustomed to sprites because it's the Feywild, but now they're seeing a 7 foot tall one walking around, and people are just like, "What the fuck?"
You're now seeing the fucking details of what makes the sprite a sprite, and it is like, it's like whenever you see like
No,
a
thank
close up
you.
of a spider or of an
Yeah.
insect, and you're like, oh no.
People are giving you all a wide berth, just like.
Anyway, so okay, options. Torger, it seemed like you were kind of in agreement to go to the audience, but we don't have to go there. We can spend some time here to relax. We may need to spend the night here, so.
And now it seems like he wants to maybe go to the theater, so let's go to the theater.
Oh no. Strong, hard pass for me on that.
Well, I thought you were just saying the theater was fine.
Well, then you put it in my mind that there potentially be musicals there, and I decided, otherwise.
Wait, okay, here's what I'm thinking, right? Like,
Yes.
a musical has still got acting in it. Or, well, so, like, is it that, like, here, let me put it this way. It's like food. I don't necessarily have the greatest fondness for, like, lettuce. If I had to choose, I would probably not eat lettuce. But if lettuce is on something I'm eating, I'm not gonna like have a bad time necessarily. You know, but there are certain foods. So it's like,
Right, but
now,
you can remove the lettuce from your meal if you wish, and then you can eat your meal without the
right.
lettuce.
But if it's mixed in or something like that,
Oh.
maybe a bad example.
we-
Something like maybe if you don't
Hold
like
on.
carrots and carrots are in a soup, but
We
like,
could
it won't
we
ruin
could
the
also
soup.
we could also ask if they have musicals today, and if they do, then Antyr can go elsewhere.
Also, Antyr, I got some way to take the lettuce out of your meal. Let's go to the theater.
Alright.
Or we could go to the tavern and see if we can solve any problems. That's like the social space, right?
Theater's pretty social, right?
I mean, but everybody's trying to watch something.
They's doing it wrong. Every time
We have
people,
time.
people who gets the boxes on the sides, ooh, all they wants to do is make eyes at each other. At least that's what they do when they goes to watch people who's, mixing it up, and that's just theater. That's why
people
they got
thinking-
those.
Torger, you have intrigued me.
That's why they got those fans. That's why the boxes. That's why they looks at each other and not just down at the action. Ooh.
I mean,
Torger, have you been to a theater before?
How do you think I got this tattoo?
Is it a big hickey?
No.
The theater called the Colosseum.
Oh.
No, it's a tattoo, but instead of a head, it's just a huge pair of lips on a big orc woman body that's big in the right places, if you know what I mean.
Sure. Depends on what your flavor is.
Depending on what.
Does it distort
anybody's
depending on
flavor
who's looking
is.
at it? So you have a
Yeah.
No, when I get real mad, she gets real thick.
real baby.
Throbs.
Wow. All right. Well, let's look. We can go to the theater.
When my
enjoy
neck
ourselves.
throbs, the orc woman twerks.
As it should. As it should.
so we go to the theater, and then if they have singing, you can leave.
Don't worry about the music. Like I said, I'll take the lettuce out of your meal. To follow Vonkar's metaphor.
To the glass slipper.
Okay. Again, following the signs that seem to change on a whim, you find your way eventually, after about 45 minutes, to a theater made entirely of frosted glass and sits tall within the streets of the city. The building comes to a gradual spiral point, and numerous signs sit out front advertising a variety of theatrical plays, penny dreadfuls, live music, and more, all being performed inside. A small ticket booth sits out front where a suavely dressed imp hands out tickets to guests. You guys get in line?
Oh yeah.
Okay, eventually your group gets up to the booth, and the imp's like, alright, price of admission's a shoe from each.
I don't have shoes.
I guess you're not getting in.
Oh, you did have a shoe. We
No.
tossed
Did. The creep took it.
No. You had a shoe on the leg that you pulled from.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see if it's still there.
He flies away
Okay,
to that
so,
center
yeah,
of
again,
town to see if that shoe is still on.
Following the streets that change,
Oh,
we'll
gosh.
see.
Yeah, we'll see. Everybody do your thing.
So Grin
Grin's gonna
vanishes.
be back in like.
Do we get the shoe back?
The bag of holding is like, oh, probably, if there's one leg on there, it might have been another shoe in there.
Okay. May I reach in?
Yeah, I guess.
I keep thinking of, I think shoes.
Shoes.
Yeah.
You can only pull one item out at a time, but you do feel a collection of shoes manifest within the bag from the various people that have been fed to the bag.
Oh,
Okay,
great.
there's one.
I'm gonna do a sending to Grin.
Okay. Roll a d20.
Keep going. Hey, do you got
12.
Okay, cool.
You don't got. Hold
Grin,
on.
come back. We actually found a trove of shoes for you.
So
Please return.
Grin's only like halfway down the street, not even that far.
And Grin's just like, the streets keep on changing. Hopefully when I turn around, you'll still be there.
I'm just gonna do the wave.
Yeah, you turn around, you can see Antyr. You didn't really get too far before that happened.
Ah.
And sorry, what's Torger saying about shoes?
Yeah. All right. So, cool. I got plenty of shoes now.
Well, how many of you want in?
I've got 5 shoes for all of us. There's
6 for Arthur if he wants in. Oh no, it's fine. I'll wander around.
No, you got to come. It's
Okay,
It's all or
sure.
nobody.
All right.
Situation.
I don't really like this kind of thing, but sure.
All right. Well, yours is the most pathetic shoe then.
Perfect. And as you all hand the goblin or the imp the shoes, he takes them all, puts them underneath the thing, and gives you each a ticket. There's numerous shows going on tonight, so enjoy.
What kind of shows?
It's a surprise.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Now, the performances are mostly plays, singing, instruments, dancing, acrobatics, anything the performers wish to do today, they do. There's no audition process, so some of the performances are real bad.
Great.
If people don't enjoy the acts, they are encouraged. Well, you'll see when you get inside. There's a reason shoes are the price for admission. And hands you each a ticket, and then the doors open.
Making our way in.
Okay, as soon as you step inside, there's another imp in like just a nice little suit, and he hands each of you a random shoe. If you don't enjoy the act, please throw the shoes at the performers.
Will do.
Each performer knows that there is a risk they will have things thrown at them on stage. So, enjoy!
Thank you. Do you have like a box seat?
You want a box seat?
Yes.
What do you got for me?
Oh, let's see. A wonderful little moment as I
I
look up.
got a I got an 8-inch brass ant figurine.
I got an 8-inch.
Hard stop.
I'll take. Oh, sure.
Alright, and this gets us the box.
It gets you the box. You can choose if you want them to come or not.
Yeah.
Takes the ant and gives you a key, and then gestures to a set of stairs that rise upwards nearby. You all head up the stairs. You can find your private box, and inside it's like red suede couches. There's a fireplace. You have like nice windows that overlook the audience, but also the stage. Positioned, 3 of them in a row on the ledges of the box, kind of near the window, are big slingshots that look like they've been fit for shoes. So you put you put a shoe in the slingshot, and you just.
The price to enter this place was the ammo
Just
that
making
we
sure we
would
had
want
ammo.
to use.
Yeah, because then they hand out the shoes to people. So like you don't get the shoe that you brought in.
That is amazing.
Gotcha.
So like Antyr, you're
Gotcha.
given like the shoes are all like not new. They're all like well used shoes that nobody wanted.
Makes sense.
Everybody looking to culture a yeast.
Yeah, there's some pretty stinky shoes. But you all enter the box. It's well decorated, red suede furniture. There's a fireplace that's just been like lit and tended to, and then yeah, you got a really good view of the stage. And it's currently the curtains are currently drawn, so there's nothing happening yet. And as you all enter in, you can see there's another little imp flying around and setting out like refreshments. He's setting out little tea. He's setting out champagne. He's setting out like a bunch of expensive looking food. This is for the box people. This you must be the box people.
We're cool.
Actually, I have a question.
Yeah.
As you know, someone that was normally summoned.
Yeah.
You normally can't leave the 9 hills unless summoned. Do
Nope.
you have a master?
That's not how that works.
It's not?
No.
You're like an imp type? Or like
Well, the hierarchy of the 9 hells kind of got weird for a minute. I mean, a bunch of us dipped out during the
what do you
hierarchy
mean?
change.
Did something change recently?
A bunch of stuff changes all the time in the 9 hells.
What happened?
Asmodeus died.
Oh, that was a while
Then the
ago.
Ashheart
I
got
was
over.
just-
Then the Ashheart got overthrown. All that kind of weird
Wait,
fun
wait,
stuff.
wait.
It's really weird.
So-
Like the 9 hells are resetting. It's
The Ashheart got overthrown. What's going on? Wait, hold on.
All of a sudden, everybody sees like Grin suddenly like.
he just disappeared. Not there anymore. There was like a flash of light. Gone.
So what's going on down there?
Well, all the other archdevils who ruled the other layers weren't happy that a usurper took the throne instead of one of them. So they've been privately plotting for the last few decades to take the throne, and then some funny-looking elf guy came into the 9 hells and offered him a way to do it, and boom, bam, there we go.
Son of a gun!
And then a bunch of us were like, ooh, we're not being forced into the blood war anymore by stinky Ashheart, so we left.
Oh. So you're just like for the roam the material? Or I guess
Well-
this is the Philly.
Well, a few of us came to the Feywild, but now that a lot of the devils that had no allegiances to the Ashheart were like, fuck that guy, and they all kind of went back to the material plane to make deals again, because they've been itching to make contracts again.
So did you go to the material plane and then end up in the Feywild? Or did you go to the Feywild and end up in the...
Everyone here came to the Feywild.
Oh. Did you pick to go to the Feywild? Or
No.
did you just show up here?
Just went through a doorway. I liked it, so I stayed.
Huh. Any other thoughts?
No.
Alright. I guess I got nothing else to ask you then.
But yeah, it was the Nine Hells wasn't a great place. You know, Asmodeus was keeping the other archdevils in check. Then the Ashar took the throne without confiding in the other archdevils, and kind of caused a bit of a civil war in the Nine Hells, which has never happened before, and it was bad. So, 9 warring factions of devils was a bad thing, and now it's not happening anymore, so it's fine. Better there now, but
Wait, hold on. So there's someone in charge now, like another person that
yeah,
everybody's behind?
one of the original archdevils that should have taken the throne, but when Asmodeus died, the next in line.
So. Oh, okay. So all the 9 hells are aligned now. There's no
Yeah, because the next in line took the throne. Everyone's happy about it.
We might need to talk to our buddy.
The Nine Hells is a lawful place. They kind of follow their own rules, and a usurper taking the throne wasn't seen too kindly by the other archdevils. So now Mephistopheles sits on the throne.
Mephistopheles.
Yep.
The
The next most powerful archdevil next to Asmodeus.
Grin's kind of looking at everyone else and see if they're as curious as he is about this.
DM.
Yeah.
Remind me.
Yeah.
Because I'm reading through my notes here.
Yeah.
The Obsidian Palace that Antyr
That's in the abyss.
saw, right? So that isn't correlating to this,
No.
right?
No.
That is in reference to someone else. Never mind. Okay, proceed. I just realized who. I read a little bit further
Yeah.
in my notes and realized who that was tied to.
No, not this.
Yep. Okay.
But yeah, that's how it went down. So, better there now for some of us. I imagine a few of us went back then, probably.
So what's happening with all the demons then?
The blood war still happens. Like, the devils and demons still fight in the blood war, but now it's not mandatory for us devils to take part. Now we can do what we like to do.
Mix it up and...
Do contracts again.
Oh. Alright. Do you have any contracts right now?
No, I'm an imp.
But you're still part of it, right? You can make
I can't. No,
right?
imps aren't powerful enough to make contracts.
How do you get powerful enough?
An archdevil can promote us and turn us into another devil. That's how it works.
So that's like a goal you have?
Not really.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Anyway, this is delicious.
Okay, well, if you need anything, just call.
Alright, what's your name?
Don't have one.
So, Imp!
Sure.
Alright. Thanks.
And then just flutters away outside.
Grin, how
Yeah.
did you know so much about what that thing was talking about?
Well, some of my powers were actually split between the Archmar and the Lord of the Nine Hells.
As he scratches his head, like it's kind of like sheepishly kind of looking around.
So you're saying that the reason this Lord of the Nine Hells and your papa were the reason that you were supervising the creep?
Yeah. It's kind of a pet project. Obviously, they were super busy, so they couldn't do it themselves. So I was just kind of passed along. They like gave me a sliver of the power for a period of time.
Well, you might be happy to know some time back, I didn't get time to tell you this, but some time back, I received a vision that the creep was rebound.
Wait, what's that mean?
They were no longer that big scary form that they took.
Okay, cause like rebound. That means like the way I had them, right?
To an extent, if I recall. Not exactly the same way, but
Well, let's hope not, because that was fallible, as we all saw.
I think where they're located now, they're going to be on a little bit of a stricter leash.
You're being a bit coy. Where they're located now. Tell me details. Come on, what's going on?
I don't really know. I really don't honestly know. It was a palace, obsidian palace, and there was a shadowy figure with green eyes.
So it's the abyss. The abyss?
Sure, maybe.
No, because I mean, like, we know.
I saw some entities there. If
We
I'm
know
not mistaken.
green eyes. I mean, we all know green eyes. We've seen it before.
Yeah, but there was a Goristro and a Merilith. Are those associated to the Abyss? Do you know?
I mean, we know grass, right? You guys,
Right.
I told you guys about that guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everyone's very well aware of Grass. They saw him
Yeah.
all when the shit went down and when the creep fled.
Anyway, so this is affecting a lot more than just what we may think it's affecting.
Yeah.
If it's affecting the Nine Hells on top of the Feywild, on top of the material plane, what other...
I gotta tell you guys, I'm not looking forward to seeing the creep again. Like, you guys know that through when I touch people, I get like a sense of their sense of being, their personal like heart at the time. Every time I touched the creep, it was like awful. It was awful. The worst.
was in fact ended up being the worst. You were not wrong. I doubted you when you first introduced yourself, I'm not going to lie.
So it concerns me that he's still out there and that we might come in contact with him.
We're stronger now. I think we're more than we're capable. And look at you! You're pretty much the same height.
I'm taller than the creep was.
Yes, exactly.
I'm so tall now.
And I don't
Well-
think there's... Yes, you shouldn't worry. We'll back you up if we ever have to face the creep down again.
Alright. Yeah. He's the worst. Anyway, you know, whenever this thing starts, that's gonna be great. But thanks everybody for, you know, talking me through that, because it's tough. Like, I don't know if any of you have ever had a patron that is just gone and you don't realize why you aren't, like, if you feel stagnant, like you're not growing because certain people aren't like engaged in your growth.
You're saying we're not engaged in your growth. Are you saying, oh, your patron wasn't?
No, patrons. But for instance, Papa is petrified now, and you know, the Ashheart is who knows what, probably dead, but bright light, who knows?
Didn't we know that Lionel was related to the Ashheart in some way? Shouldn't someone try to reach out to him and inform him?
Lionel?
Yeah, he revealed his name, and then we found out that his descendant was the
right.
Ashheart.
Wait,
We
where
could
is
do that.
Lionel?
We didn't see him
No,
after
we
he
hadn't.
attacked the Marquis home.
Yeah, we hadn't seen him since,
Yeah,
we...
we
Sending.
saw him start to pick a fight, and that's what he did.
Okay, you're casting sending.
I am.
Uh,
Shit.
Exploded.
Oof.
Fuck a duck. I forgot about that.
so I need D20 and then I need D20 first.
That's a natural one.
Yep. Same
Uh,
as me.
So
Big fat one.
D100, and we'll see what kind of magical effect happens in this little booth that you're all in.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Did you get a 7 or an 8?
I did not. I kissed it. I got a 9.
Pick somebody.
Why? Why me?
So you cast sending and you cast magic missile as a 5th level spell, but there's no target, so they kind of just they fly about the room and kind of like hit things and
the drama.
They just turn into like Roman candles.
essentially they just fly off and hit stuff. Like one of the windows, like they hit like just the wall and they create a hole in the wall. They smash like a vase and they just break a bunch of stuff in the. Anyways, you cast sending.
Does it reach?
I need another percentile dice.
Oh,
Ooh, yep.
78.
Perfect. You don't know if it reaches or not. So what is
Okay.
what do you say?
Lionel. It's Antyr. We're worried about you. The world's fucked.
Asher.
Wanted to let you know that the ash heart went missing. So, fill me in if you know anything.
Descendant.
So
Yeah. He knew that, right?
He knew that.
Yeah, he knew that. Yeah.
a
We
few,
would have. We would have.
There's a few seconds pause and there is a response. So he's not dead. You hear,
Big surprise.
I have a weird sort of update as well. His voice sounds different too. When the surge, I ran into the palace, was brutally beaten, tortured, and then I woke up on a beach. A familiar beach. I'm home. And I'm not a bear anymore. Something must have happened. Falcus is here with me. And then he's gonna cast sending so he can keep going.
Dude, yeah.
19, no surge on his end. And then he responds with sending, and the only place I could go was my estate. Explained who I was. There were pictures of me. They were a bit confused because another Montsoza came home. Everyone is a bit confused and on edge. The person who came back should be much older, but they only look like they're in their 20s or so. Anyway, I'm gonna cast it again to keep filling you in. Hey, no surge. They're called Gerhardt. We've talked a bit. I found the ash heart, I guess. They said that there was a flash of light, and they woke up in Dawnbreak Cove as well. No longer fiendish? I know as much as you do, essentially. Falcus is fine, and that's the end.
Well, we're sitting in a theater within a place called Storybrooke. Oh, your presence would be so much more preferred than one we have with us. Knowing look toward Arthur Wordweave.
What the fuck?
That's Antyr speaking. Obviously not Lex.
No, I know.
We love.
Surprisingly so, you are missed. Stay safe. Stay on guard. I think that's the word, and then cuts off.
Yeah, so no mention of Doe or anybody else, just that Falcus is what he woke up on the beach with Falcus, and he's no longer a teddy bear. And that the Ashheart is no longer
Gerhardt?
the Ashheart, it's Gerhardt
Armstrong?
Monsoza. But as that message concludes, the curtains begin to part, and as the curtains part, that's where we're going to go to break. And we'll be back here in 10 minutes to wrap this up. So, yeah.
Awesome.
See you
Woo!
back
All
here
right.
in 10 minutes.
BRB.
Woo!
All right, hello everybody. We're back. I'm gonna move the windows around because OBS glitched again. I can't do it unless we're like live. So that's fun. So yeah, you learn all that from the imp, and then the curtains, and then also from Lionel, contacting Lionel, learning that he's alive. So is Falcus, but they are not with Doe. So Doe is somewhere else, as are Druck and Dax, who were also there when everything went. But yeah, the curtains begin to part, and on the stage you can see three very slender human people, men, all dressed in bright colors with like floppy bell hats, and they're like, hello, we're the juggling guys, and we're gonna juggle. And they just
get them juggles.
they just start to juggle and pass the balls back and forth that they're juggling, and you can see people in the audience are like readying shoes, and you can see the guys on stage know they were warned, and they're just looking towards the stage and up in the boxes. You can see another box where people are like lining up, just getting ready.
So Grin wants to actually like toss a shoe, but as a part of like their juggling performance. He wants to help them out.
Okay, sleight of hand.
Like actually like toss
Sure.
one in the mix.
Okay, you can
So
certainly
like
try.
they're juggling shoes.
Sleight of hand against their perception. They appear pretty nervous. You're also about higher up, so yeah. Sleight of hand check against their perception check that they're about to make.
Okay.
Okay.
Flat 10.
10?
Even 10.
One of them sees a shoe come sailing at them, and they're like, I thought the rule was if we're doing badly. But one of them catches the shoe, and they just start to like juggle the shoe because they don't really know what to do. And someone's like, oh, somebody threw a shoe early. What the fuck? That's not how it works. And you can hear some boos out in the crowd directed towards your box. For not following.
That's okay. As long as they're doing all right. Grin's just trying to help
They're
out.
doing all right, but now I get to reduce your group renown again.
Fuck.
Yep. Failure by success.
Love it.
But they start to juggle, so they're getting to make 3 performance checks each. Okay. The one who got the shoe thrown at him stumbles a bit because he doesn't expect the shoe to come flying at him, but they get back into their rhythm, and eventually they keep juggling. And they put the balls away, they take the shoe, and they kind of just toss the shoe to the side. We're going to move on to bigger objects now. Everyone, get ready.
Mm-hmm.
And they're now juggling like little pumpkins. Not like tiny little balls. They're now juggling, like trying to juggle pumpkins. Okay, the same guy who stumbled with the shoe, he's still kind of like out of it a little bit. So he fumbles a little bit, but the other two kind of carry it through, and they start juggling a pumpkin back and forth. They start juggling pumpkins, and they add like other little pumpkins to it, and they keep going and going and going.
They're just like juggling and like looking over the back, and it's like, get it together, Richard.
Yeah, they're like, you can tell, like you can see them like mouthing on the stage from this distance. You just can't see what they're saying, but they're like, and they're like, okay, that was the pumpkins. Now, this is the part of our performance where we take a request out of our last 3 items. Should we juggle swords? Balls again? Or do you want to see bigger vegetables?
Swords.
Swords. People yell, yeah, swords, come on. Everyone is just shouting, swords, swords.
One
no.
of each.
Oh, I didn't
One of
notice.
each.
That's a good
Oh,
one.
so they have to adjust. Oh, that's even more difficult.
For some reason, Caleb's window didn't pop up back on my overlay, so now I gotta fix that. Oh, okay, there we go. There's Torger.
You should juggle one of each.
Okay, so overwhelming consensus is swords.
One of each. One of each.
They're gonna juggle swords.
A chant goes nowhere.
It just lingers right there next to us.
I thought you said something about the Lakers right there next to us. I'm like, what?
So the guy who's nervous, he's more into the swords now because he's like the paranoid and looking around one piece. So he's grabbing the swords. He's focused. So he's doing it well. The other two, not so much. And one of them goes to catch the sword by the hilt and juggle it, but they miss a little bit. And the first two fingers of the left hand are just gone. And he's like, oh! He tries to like play into it. And he goes to like grab the sword with his other hand and goes to toss it to the other guy, and the other guy misses, and it just like slices him like down the arm a little bit. And they're like, okay, we're done. And people are just sort of fucking hucking shoes at them, and people in like the one of the other boxes just like slingshotting shoes at the guys on stage, and they're like, yeah, woo! And they're like bowing as they get clobbered by shoes.
Grin feels bad. He's hoping to actually like help him out, and it didn't work.
Nope. Anybody tossing shoes?
Yeah, I'll toss a shoe.
Yeah. What are you going for?
You only
Yeah.
have one.
Can I? Well, I have spells that can get me these shoes if I need it.
Oh, the imp
Um,
comes back. Oh, if you run out of shoes, just call me and I'll bring you some more.
We're gonna need plenty.
Perfect. He brings it.
And gonna get up to the
He
slingshot.
flies in with like a wooden crate just full of shoes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna slingshot one, but it's gonna try to hit the dude whose fingers got fucked.
Yeah, go for
I'm
it.
aiming for that hand.
Go for it. Make an
mean.
improvised range attack roll. So D20 plus.
My dex.
Yeah, because you're using just a sling. So.
Yeah.
And are you proficient in slings by any chance?
I am.
Oh, then yeah, you can add your proficiency bonus to this.
I don't have a sling on me, but if I can I could throw a dart. That works
Yeah,
equivalent,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Not with an 8.
I mean, he's a commoner.
Does it hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hits him in the hand. He's like, "Oh!" And then everyone's just like,
Woo!
"All right." That'll put the renown back up.
What? Oh my god.
Antyr's
alright.
gonna look for the next shoe. It's
Engaging,
gonna look
yeah.
like the heaviest. Antyr's gonna get
There's
try
like
the
a
heaviest.
pair of like football cleats almost in there. Like old school
Perfect. And
football cleats.
Aim it so that the cleats are facing outwards, so that whenever it flies, yeah.
You look around. There's not a lot of like nice people in the audience. It's a lot of people who are like really into like beating the fuck out of the people on stage. You get that's the main. You get that's
that vibe.
you get that's the draw and not the performances.
Yeah.
Okay. So they go off the stage. You see the guy picks up his fingers and also gets off the stage. And then the imp who took the ticket, who gave you the tickets at the front, he flies out on stage. All right, our next performance will be coming up in just a second. Get your shoes ready, everybody. And he flies off. And the curtains close again, giving you all a few moments of...
Your viewing pleasure, the Cherry Sisters.
Antyr's gonna have like some of the snacks and gonna like be standing up and this is letting loose just a little bit.
Arthur, you can see Arthur's also like, he's hoping that none of you see him. His sleight of hand check is way better than everyone's passive perception, because I believe the best passive perception in the group is 14. So he
I think it's me, yeah.
he's just kind of standing beside Antyr. And Antyr, you see him pull out a couple shoes and just set them on the edge of the box. He's like, yeah, well.
Just like thumbs up.
Eventually, only like a minute or two passes and the curtains open again. And this time, it's a guy, like a kind of like a chubby little elf man. He's in his for human years you'd equate him to be like late 20s, early 30s. Completely smooth face, rosy cheeks. He's wearing like a little hat. He's dressed like a Viking in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And he's standing on the stage, and you can see like behind him are like really shitty painted like props to look like mountains, and you can see someone on the catwalk above the stage dumping like confetti out to look like snow. And the elf just starts saying, "It was a cold night, much like this one. So cold.
What happened on that cold night?
It was so cold, the only way to stay warm was to break out into song. And he starts to sing this like Viking style, like deep guttural opera. And like occasionally you can hear the sound
Grin
of
just smiles ear to ear and looks at Antyr.
occasionally you can hear the
We're
sound
just
of like
waiting for that shoe to fly.
occasionally you can hear the sound of a gong going. This little guy needs to make a performance check.
Before he does that, actually going to cast silence on that. And
Cool.
stop the music.
As
from
you go to
happening.
cast silence in the booth, I need you to roll a d20.
Ooh.
And you're, yeah, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, d20.
Sorry, it's all of a sudden raining crazy hard over here.
That's
Oh,
nice.
over by you?
That's the
16.
plan.
This is a door to the outdoors right behind me, so I
Can't
am
even-
very
Can't even hear it.
yeah. Zoom's really good at that.
Well,
but
it
yeah, it
hurts.
is like
I
So,
heard California's getting the monsoon.
oh right, yeah, you guys
Yeah.
have like a flood warning, don't you, or whatever?
I
Like,
just got the notification.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm looking
Uh,
out the window over there, and it is
just
coming
be
down.
careful about the landslides, you know?
I'm nowhere near any of them.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
Torger,
I'm-
uh,
Flat pavement.
what'd you get for your d20 roll?
16.
All right, you cast silence centered on the singer.
Yeah, and
All
it's
right.
a 20 foot, so it's just.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then I look over. I look over in the direction of everyone else, and I just say, "Yeah, no lettuce."
And you can see he starts to sing, and then it goes silent, and he can realize there's no sound coming out. And people on the stage are like, "Boo!" and just immediately hucking shoes.
Immediately pulls as far back.
The cleat.
Yeah.
Same
Hell
thing.
yeah.
Anyone tossing shoes? Arthur's like, yeah, I hate singing too, and hucks a shoe.
Now, quick question,
Natural
Justin.
20.
Bitch.
Grin is
kid.
so sad right now. Like,
Ju-
as we're traveling as a group, Grin has always been about, like, doing songs and singing and doing all this other stuff. And seeing everybody revolt like this is just like, is that what you think of me? But he doesn't say it.
Grid, get on stage next.
Yeah.
Sorry, what's up, Sam?
Okay, so if I remember correctly, let me just.
Natural
So
20,
okay,
though.
the spell enlarge.
Yeah.
It specifies that your weapons also enlarge with you when,
Yeah.
when you use it. So if Vonkar enlarged, would the shoe be twice as big?
If you're holding on to it when you do it, sure.
Cool. Vonkar's gonna enlarge himself.
All right, cool.
And then launch
As
a
you
fucking
magically-
2-foot long shoe.
As you draw on the innate magic coursing through your reins, D20, please.
Ooh, it's even for racial
Yeah,
spells.
it is.
Oh
For
boy.
abilities. Anything that's not just an attack roll.
All right. Oh wow, this is rolling slow.
Magic is unraveling and being weird. Yeah, Vonkar just.
This die is rolling real slow.
That's fine.
Weather's hitting
Yeah,
my connection.
that was something
looks
we're
like a
saying with
9.
mine, too. Yeah.
A 9. Roll a D100.
No.
Oh boy. All right, that's gonna take forever.
So, Antyr, you see Arthur just huck his shoe, and it's a natural 20. It's a direct impact to the face while this guy's trying to sing. And then you can go for
I'm
your.
going for the dick.
Go for it.
So a 10.
Right
A
from
10?
the
Yeah.
back.
So,
So
In
I want
unison.
I want the reaction of getting hit this way and then all of a sudden throwing themselves forward. And as they're not looking, I'm hoping to give Vonkar a little bit of a little.
So it's a
Advantage?
73 on the D100.
I'll read the
Is that
effect.
a real good or real bad?
I'll read the effect. I want. You'll see what happens.
Okay.
So you enlarge. The shoe you're holding also enlarges. There, as you do that, there's like a wave that comes off of you. It's like a wave of stench, like horrific, like stench, and it seems to only be targeted to. It says a random creature within 60 feet. It has to be the guy on stage.
Is it possible to have it be targeted on the shoe to be transferred when I launch it?
Absolutely.
All right, perfect. All right, what do I roll to fire the shoe?
Range attack roll. If you're proficient in slings, because are you throwing it or using the sling?
I mean, I'm
Oh, the
proficient
shoe
in
won't.
all weapons.
The
I'm a
shoe
fighter.
won't. The shoe won't fit in the sling, so it's.
Oh, okay. I'll just fucking
improvise.
throw it
Yeah.
then.
So d20 plus your range attack modifier,
All
and
right,
you're proficient in improvised weapons.
Yeah, I'm proficient in improvised weapons.
Nice.
And the
Plus
shoe is
8.
like the shoe is this big, so now it's gonna be like the size of like a 12-inch sub.
Nice.
So just you huck the shoe.
Very dramatic roll here. That is I think it's landing on a 17, so that'd be a 25 to hit.
Perfect.
There it is. Yeah.
So clocked in the face by with the natural 20 that Arthur got, so a crit, and then the shoe the cleat that Antyr threw right in the guy's wiener, he doubles over
Face nuts, face.
just as this massive 12-foot long shoe
Foot.
or foot long shoe just. And
I'm
as
imagining
does,
it was a sidearm frisbee style, so
Sure.
it like slaps him across the face.
so
It's a stink slap.
as it's getting propelled, a random creature within 60 feet of you becomes poisoned for 1d4 hours. So hits him, and the shoe explodes in like a wave of just like green haze, and he just begins silently vomiting all over the stage. Just and people just stand up and start like applauding this performance.
The silent dry heaves.
All right.
No, I'm pretty sure they're not dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, vomit's just like,
Oh,
spewing
yeah.
out on stage, and then he quickly like stumbles off stage, still throwing up. The curtains close on that
Yeah,
performance.
I take off the silence, so he can hear the applause.
Okay.
Antyr will be clapping and give Torger a pat on the back. A thank you. A quiet, silent thank you.
Arthur.
Yeah.
As they set up their next shoe.
Yeah, Arthur's like
You
already
land.
grabbing it. Arthur's already grabbing out of the crate.
Grin
Antyr,
is having second thoughts as to like what realm of debauchery he's actually entered into.
Antyr, you reach into the thing and this time you pull out like a big old manky boot, like a dirty old muddy boot that somebody would use. Not like a rubber boot, but like just a dirty old boot that somebody probably wore during a fight. Like it's a boot that used to have like greaves on it for like armor plating, and they took those off, so it's just a kind of dirty old boot.
Nice.
Arthur pulls out like a ballet slipper. That's fine. Loads it in the slingshot and just holds it. Anybody else grabbing shoes?
Oh yeah, I'll take one.
All right, Vonkar, you're still big. You grab a shoe, but it's gonna be
Yeah.
normal
Grin's-
sized.
It
Grin's
is
just
a little
like-
palm.
I'll take a shoe if anybody deserves it.
All right, Vonkar, you reach in and pull out a tap dancing shoe.
Oof.
So the hard
god
bottom.
damn.
It's gonna hurt.
Yeah. I don't know
Uh,
if any of you guys have been tap dancing, but
I'm gonna. Is it Delvini?
no.
Helvini?
Yeah, what's up?
Can I reach into your mouth and ask for something and see if it's in there?
Yeah, sure. Opens up his mouth.
And I think clog.
Oh yes. With the foot still attached inside.
Oh, yeah. You can keep the foot. if
Yeah,
you
perfect. Yeah.
want. Like a freaking Cookie Monster, he just mashes it.
Yeah. Yeah, he just eats that. He just actually like eats the foot, so it's no longer in the bag. He actually just consumes it and puts it in his whatever.
So I've got a clog now.
Yep. Grin, you get a flip flop.
yeah, it's fine.
Looks like somebody stole it from like a hotel and it's just like, yeah.
Grin's feeling pretty sad about all this anyway. Like he wanted to help the performers, but it seems like the vibe is to shit on him. So
Yeah.
he's just like kind of going, and there's a debate within his like, Paladin demeanor. So
Yep.
we'll figure out where that goes later. Anyway,
A couple minutes pass, you can hear people like cleaning something up on stage, and then the curtains open once more, and you can see a bunch of very nimble, slender elves, all wearing like, just like very form-fitting clothing and like cloaks and capes and stuff. And the stage has been like darkened and covered in like rocky mountains with like scenery, and like a bunch of acrobatic stunts and things have been set up on the stage for these elves. And there's about like 6 of them or so, and they're just like, "Welcome to our performance." And they each speak in unison. "We hope it invokes a sense of wonder and fear amongst each and every one of you. Careful, for what tonight brings you will never forget or be unable to, well, you'll see." And like really like Phantom of the Opera style like gothic horror music begins to play on like an organ somewhere, and mist rolls out onto the stage. I need to roll d20s for that. Oh no.
Not the fog cloud.
Yeah, someone's casting fog cloud and it
Oh.
causes a surge.
And also a fireball.
That would be the funniest.
That would be the best, yeah.
It's so that happens, and you can hear faint ethereal music begin to play, which merges with it. Oh, okay. It wasn't planned for. So there's now faint ethereal music playing for about a minute, and then it just stops. And
Gregorian chant?
no, just.
Here's the question: does it match the key signature and rhythm of
yeah.
the music they were already playing?
Yeah.
Oh, it does. So it's not like disjointed and
No,
jarring.
it's just
That'd
weird.
be really funny.
But they all start to.
Halo theme
Two
song
of them
starts playing.
start to
Yeah.
dance with like. Two of them start to like do like ballet on stage, while the others begin to like flip around on the trapezes and stuff, and like just leap around, and then. Ooh.
Is there, Justin, is there a moment about how far away are they from us?
I'd say about 60 feet.
Perfect. So they're doing trapeze, so I imagine that's like the swinging across
Yeah.
moment. So Antyr wants to catch as one is, knees hooked and going to grab for the other as they release off. Antyr wants to cast momentary stasis. It's not a casting. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wants to do momentary stasis on the one that is supposed to be catching the other one. So the
Sure.
one that
Absolutely.
Okay, they need to make a Constitution saving throw of 15.
4. Oh wait, hold on. 4 plus. This could do it. Hold on. 4 plus
Uh-huh.
7. So 7 total.
No, they fail.
So
The creature becomes incapacitated, and their speed is reduced to 0.
so they plummet. Poof. They fall like 30 feet onto the stage.
No one knows that Antyr does this.
No, they don't. So they hit. They look like they lock up, and then they just plummet. Poof. They hit the stage. Weirdly, they go ugh, and then they stand up. Like it didn't really hurt them all that much. And then the person that they went to catch leaps as that happens. Is like So they're gonna have to do like an acrobatics check mid-flight to correct. They catch where they were gonna land, and they swing and backflip down onto the stage. Now for the failed person in our act. And they look down at the one who fell, and they just like start miming that they're like stabbing them, and there's like red ribbons flying up as they stab into them. So they're utilizing that to be a part of the act, and then that person is dragged off stage. It's like, now for the next stage of our performance, we need a volunteer.
Grin raises their hand.
They look up and they scan the audience, and they point to someone down below in the seats.
Okay.
You hear someone go, "Oh, it's a plant."
Is it person who looks
Stage.
just like them, dressed just like them?
The person in the audience stands up, same attire,
Yeah.
and walks towards the stage, and it gets on stage, and We hope you're all ready to be frightened, terrified. The darkness comes, and all the lights in the establishment turn off. And then,
We have dark vision.
yeah, I
Can
know.
we see?
You can see like vague shapes moving around, like as
Okay.
they're like probably getting to different stage
Yeah.
positions.
Move.
And then there's no talking when they do it. They're doing it very like rehearsed and planned. And then as the lights all come back on, the stage is empty, and there's just a fog rolling through the entire place now. Like it's curling up onto like the box where you guys are sitting, and the fog is like rolling into your seats. Arthur's like, "Oh, this is actually pretty cool." And he kind of like puts the shoe down, like invested now into like what's going on. It's not music, it's fine. And still, they don't come back out on the stage, and you hear people going, "What the fuck is this? This is weird." Wait, and you hear someone go, "Maybe it's like one of those like, we're part of it now." And the mist begins to get thicker and thicker. And
Check your pockets.
Arthur immediately starts checking his pockets. No, it's all good. Whew. Anybody else check their pockets? If you
Good
have
call,
pockets.
Checking pockets.
I mean, we have dark vision, right? So
Yeah, no one
Yeah,
came.
that
No one.
sounds
No one.
good.
You didn't sense anyone coming, or see or sense anyone coming to your area.
Hmm.
And eventually, the fog recedes and the curtains close. Somebody's like, "What the fuck was that? That was dumb. Anticlimactic." And they start hucking shoes at the curtain.
Can I recall anything that I may have perceived within that fog
Nope.
during that time?
Whatever happened was above your passive perception.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Which is
so
why that's all I
okay.
described.
Alright. Makes sense. Good.
The curtains close once more. The fog recedes. Arthur picks a shoe up again, sets it back in the sling.
With my active perception, after the fog recedes, can I see if there's anything different?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. $19.
19. I mean, there's people that were in seats that are no longer in seats. It's really the only major difference, like down below, which you might assume is probably
Okay,
some of the people that were part of the performance that joined from the audience.
Okay. So we know that there are some missing people now.
Assume what you want.
Okay. I mean, you said that there are missing people, so there's missing
And-
people.
Yeah, that joined roughly where people joined from the audience to and join the stage. That's really the only major change.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But the curtains open once more, and standing on stage is like a children's choir. But on closer inspection, they're not children. They're just people dressed like children, like shaved. They're like makeup's done to look like kids, but they're like adults. It's weird, and one of them is, it's weird. One of them is putting on like a fake child voice. Okay, so we're gonna sing a few songs now to lighten the mood, and they all begin to sing. And it was a natural one for performance, so it's god fucking awful.
They all start singing a different song. They
Yeah,
didn't
it's all
coordinate on
different
what song was
songs,
first.
different
never
keys.
picked
It's
the
bad.
set list.
There's
Even-
none of them have any sense of pitch or key, so it's just bad.
Even Grin, who wants them to succeed, is like throwing a shoe in, and it's just
Yeah.
like,
It's just
oh god.
it's just shoes galore. Anyone?
Yeah, but Vonkar's sitting there quiet, like just thinking to himself, just like, that was so bad. I have to wonder if these people get sexual gratification for having shoes thrown at them.
Yeah. Did this shit on purpose.
Anyone throwing shoes, make attack rolls.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Present us.
And-
Oh,
and is that
6.
You
I'm
put
just gonna
that much
roll a
effort into
d20
It's
because I don't think I'm proficient.
if you're proficient in slings, then you have proficiency.
They're simple weapons, so you might have it.
Yeah, if you have proficiency in simple weapons, you have proficiency in slings.
Oh, okay, so 12.
Yeah, you hit one of the singers, just whap with the flip flop. Vonkar, do you huck your Torger? Do you huck the clog at somebody?
Oh yeah.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, especially if they're trying to look like kids but singing weird stuff.
No, they're not singing weird stuff. They're just singing like children's songs, but real bad.
It says a 16.
Oh yeah, you clog somebody with the clog, just whack.
It's just nat one. They're singing.
Vonkar,
it's
you
like-
you hucking your tap dancing shoe at somebody?
Yeah, I got a 27.
Oh, boo! You knock somebody out with
Damn.
it.
Just clock him right in the temple with the metal bit.
Antyr, that might be bad for that person. Antyr,
No,
are you tossing that like definitely armored boot?
Hell yeah, that's a 21 to hit.
Oh. People are getting pelted by shoes. The entire audience has joined in. It hasn't been the entire audience every single time. This is the entire audience just hucking shoes at these people, and they're like, "You're bullies, bullies." And then
You chose to perform in an establishment that hands out shoes in the audience.
you were warned. And then
The whole gimmick of the place.
everybody make perception checks.
I will let you know in
Damn.
7 to 10 business days when my die
Perfect.
stops rolling.
The DC for this perception check, I will say it out loud because of what I just rolled. You need to beat a 23.
Jeez,
Damn.
nope.
Nope.
Okay. Hopper, perception. He's rolling that 20. 15. Arthur can't do it, so.
Yeah, I don't think anybody in our party is like high wisdom.
Now the perception is rough. Anybody get a 23 or higher?
I got an 18. I rolled
think
real
so.
well.
6.
Wait, is it rolling? Are we rolling for perception?
Yeah, perception.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just 16.
So, you can see they kind of get off. One of them kind of like looks around weirdly, and then they all get off stage, and the curtains close. And then the person who's been announcing the acts, he just says, "And by popular demand, for an encore performance, we have our shadow dancers." And the curtains reopen again, and it's the creepy dancers who spoke monotone and danced, and they're all standing on stage again. They're like, "Well, you wanted an encore performance. Here it is again. Enjoy." And the lights dim again. They dim real low. The fog rolls out again, which I need to roll for. Guys, like, okay. You hear someone behind stage going, "Okay, I got it this time. No mistakes." Yeah, he's like, "Yes, fuck yes." No surge. So the fog rolls out again, and it begins to curl through the audience and up into the boxes again. And this time, the shadow dancers are entirely obscured by the fog, and you're going to see brief movements through the fog as they do their act, and the music crescendos and plays. And you hear whispers through the audience like, "Oh, this is cool. Where are they?" And you hear something, "Oh, they're dancing right beside me. Oh, that's so cool." And you hear people clamoring like when they can feel like the show going on around them in the audience and wherever people are. And then you hear
I ready a volt grip.
and
My hands start to. If something comes too close to me, I'm fucking grabbing them.
Is this like a markedly different performance if you have dark vision?
no.
Oh, okay.
You still see shapes moving about the fog. The fog is obscuring.
Oh, right, because the fog is...
So
yeah.
you just see
move in that.
shapes in the darkness moving around.
Yeah, that's
uh,
right, okay.
And you hear somebody scream, "Oh!" Not like that. Oh.
Oh.
But like a blood curdling yell.
Okay.
Oh, I've been stabbed. Oh
Uh,
no.
There's a blood-curdling yell, and kind of perched in the boxes adjacent to yours, like right beside, you can see one of the shadow dancers like perched in the box and has one of the audience members pinned down on the ledge of the box and is just biting into their neck, and they look up at you all with like blood red eyes, and you can see sharp canines just dripping with blood, and you can hear screaming all throughout the audience as more of these dancers appear in boxes and in the audience, biting into the necks of those present. And that's when you all sense, if you have hair, you can feel it stand up a little bit, and perched up on the ceiling of your booth with their spider climbing is one of the shadow dancers who is most definitely a vampire. And that's where we're going to end the session for the week.
Oh dear.
Divine sense.
Smite.
So, yeah. We'll pick up there next week with a bunch of vampires in the theater.
Good thing none of us are Abraham Lincoln.
That's right.
No, but he would. He's
More
a vampire
like
hunter.
John Wilkes
Yeah.
Tooth.
Oh, I'm so happy you've seen that, Lex.
I know,
God,
I
it
love
was
that, yeah.
Really trash movie.
Yeah,
but-
so
Yeah,
bad.
Excuse me, that movie's awesome.
But yeah, we'll pick up there next week as you fight a bunch of vampires. Probably proves why they didn't get hurt so bad when they fell from the...
Oh yeah, I
thing.
was wondering
yeah.
what that meant.
But yeah, we'll pick up there next week as some vampires are drinking the guests.
Oh, the fucking Glass Slipper Theater.
Anyways, that's it. We'll be back here next week for the rest of this. Maybe helping save people by killing all these vampires will fix the renown losses we've been getting. So